the shit. Oh shit, it's on. Theme song time.
I'm in the wrong town for hockey tonight. Yeah, everybody's chirping my jersey, there might be a fight. I'm in the wrong town for hockey tonight.
Oh, how the hell are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, we're a little late, but some old friends are catching up, so fuck you guys, all right?
Calgary time, people.
It's Calgary time,
Running late.
people. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Wrong Town Hockey is brought to you by Side Hustle Sandwiches. Do you like fucking smash burgers? Do you like amazing ingredients and amazing craft beer? Then you need to get your ass down to 151 8th Avenue. It's literally the best fucking spot. All your hockey games can be watched there. Alex Sparling, who was on the last episode, is a gym owner. Go check it out. It's just a great freaking place. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest for today is an old homie of mine. We go back, way back, and he is a original from Cowtown. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so pleased to introduce Mr. Conor Mack.
Representing the YYC, everybody.
What is
Happy to be
going
here.
on, dude? How are
My
you?
hair doesn't look too bad.
No,
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I haven't seen a full. I went to a hockey game right before COVID. Sam gave me free tickets so I could go chirp the Canucks, which is
Something you do quite well.
my favorite hockey pastime. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I do like the Habs to a certain extent. As a secondary Canadian team, I would probably put them second to the Flames. Maybe the Battle of Alberta's kind of over. I feel like everybody in Calgary is down with Edmonton. We hate the Canucks now.
Yeah,
the Canucks
they're
are
very
just fucking
fun.
Whack. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can pull this closer to you if you want.
Yeah.
Just a regular 50.
Right. Dynamics.
Yeah, I was like, it was kind of like not like a weird pick or anything like that, right? Because I'm like, I've just kind of recently got like balls deep in hockey in the last like 3 years, kind of thing.
Okay.
And like back kind of into it. But I was like, when I thought about people in Calgary and watching hockey games, of course I immediately thought of you.
Yes,
the
you've
amount,
chosen greatly. Yeah,
the amount of times that I've been in a bar with you while a Canucks game has been happening, regardless of what other team is playing the Canucks.
yeah. I'll take anybody over the Canucks. I don't give.
It was like
fuck.
the fucking Whalers.
Whalers, the Whalers, the goofy
Yeah.
jerseys. Florida Panthers, I'll even cheer for. Fucking shithole state teams. But I don't know. The Canucks make it so easy to hate them. Their jerseys are whack. Like,
How do you feel about the new retro ones? Have you seen like the green fade up?
no,
They're
ew.
awful.
I'm
They're
thinking it looks like 80s kind of snow pants sort of
ish.
thing.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like those ones. Yeah.
No, I'd be
Snow.
singing a different tune if they had their black jerseys, because that's, I don't know.
Like with the skate.
Yeah. or
Yeah, that's the only one.
anything just having black is like an intense look. Their weird sea green has just never done it for me, and their ability to be choke artists makes it so easy to hate them. I think I was here 2 years or something when the riots happened. Was that
Right.
like 2011? Does that sound about
Something like
right?
that.
So you're just like, man, fucking Vancouver has these tepid crowds for shows and stuff, but once in a while they'll just fucking light the town on fire. Like, they barely dance at shows, but a Guns N' Roses doesn't show up.
If Axl Rose doesn't show up,
Yeah.
there's fucking riots.
They burn the
Where
whole
I would
fucking
riot
town
if he
down.
did show up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That stupid shimmy.
So this is my first. I was watching a bit when I was home. I was laughing about. I like that there's gradients of cheering piped in noises. So it's like, is there a guy working a deck? I guess.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
like,
But I don't think it's I don't think it's in the actual stadium though. That's
Oh,
the thing.
really?
Yeah, where like I think NFL games are like that. Like Seattle does that for their NFL games on a regular
Ah.
basis. It's like no matter what COVID or not, they
So
pipe in.
so the dudes aren't hearing the
No, I'll-
recorded. I like that there's gradients. There's the like almost scored reaction, the
Yeah.
did all the way score reaction, the big hit.
I wonder if that was like a pain in the ass to do, but or if they had like I'm sure they had it all backlogged, but like were they like, hey, your job's to backlog all these sounds just in
Yeah.
case this pandemic.
I'm thinking it's like the Wilhelm scream or something. It's just like, oh, this devastating Scott Stevens hit from the 80s is what we're going to use for every big bone crunching hit. We'll use the golden goal for every overtime winner. We'll use the piped
Yeah.
in audio from that. Like,
They just changed like the pitch a bit.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a pretty sweet gig. Whoever's doing that, that's a new job was
The
created.
amount of sound gigs like that, they're just like, that's just your only thing. It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. It's like being Michael Buffer or something. It's just like, how did you fall into this extremely specialized niche?
Yeah. And how's your half brother the other guy that's in it?
Yeah.
How did you guys not
always
know
knew
about
my-
this your
yeah.
entire lives?
Right?
Yeah.
Like that's like, will there ever be other Buffers? Or are they like
No,
the royal?
sir.
It'll just be a dynasty for 100 years of like Buffer and Buffer children. It's just like, this is our job. Like,
As soon as you said royal, I was like, Michael Buffer's racist.
so we don't see too much of him ever since WCW folded.
Hey, there you go. All right, it is. There's what, 6? My eyes are not so. Oh, and that's
6-6.
another goal for Calgary. Cool. It's 2-0 now, Calgary.
So, as I understand, when I was home for Christmas, Calgary was fucking the dog up until recently, but they seem to have won the last like 3 games. Once again, with the scrappy team of ragtag misfits, which is,
you always have a fucking player on your team, no matter what era,
Yeah.
that is just the shit
Yeah.
hockiest of shit, and you
Yeah.
fucking
I
love it.
fucking live for it. Absolutely, dude. Even the
Like
just yeah.
Kachuk is just like, I cannot
Oh,
handle him, dude. Like he's just too. I fucking hate his
is
face.
he related to Keith Kachuk of the previous Kachucks? Is he from the dynasty?
I think that's his dad.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
And
I
then his
hadn't
brother
heard,
plays for the Sens.
I hadn't heard that confirmed, but that sounds about right. Hell yeah.
I think. I don't fucking know.
I like this guy. He's got the most hockey player face I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Everyone is COVID safe here.
yes,
Everyone had,
absolutely.
tested?
Where are you getting your weed these days?
Places.
Places.
I'll tell you off air.
So people are still going on tour. So this game is in Calgary. I don't really
Yes.
recognize the.
The settled home.
Yeah, it's usually quite recognizable because it's
Because
tapers.
it's apparently one of the worst places
It's
to
pretty
watch a
shitty,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
game.
It's built like
Hey,
very.
let's dip this
up,
big ass
like-
in the middle of everyone's view.
Yeah, it's there's a battle going on with the city that there should be public money to like tear down for a new stadium. They have a bunch of really weird like PA laws and things. They're like a weird bylaw for
Like
bands where you have to use the PA built in there. It's one of the reasons bands rarely come to Calgary. Apparently,
Interesting.
Yeah, I was getting the 411 from this from my uncle. It was like some complex drama that's been going on for a couple years, but yeah, can attest. Pretty weird dome-shaped or saddle-shaped viewing venue. Saw AC/DC there, and
Fuck yeah, you did.
many a Flames game.
Fuck yeah. Love me some.
I'm from the
AC/DC.
80s, of course, so I was like 7 when they went on their Stanley Cup run. So it's like
There you go.
seminal age to have a team become a thing, you know.
For sure. Yeah, and you got all your uncles and shit going ape.
Yep.
That helps.
I had a Wayne Gretzky cry towel, which was a cool promotional item that
Oh.
they gave away at the Saddle Dome. It just said Gretzky tears. I don't know. He must have like
Was it like when he got traded?
no.
he cried
he
at the
was still there.
fucking-
He must have. Well, I don't know. That would make sense, but you'd think they still wouldn't be beaking him if he's gone, right?
For sure.
Because it's not like he is personally hated, despite the Battle of Alberta. Everybody likes Wayne Gretzky
No.
to a certain extent, but
like, look at how many like towel is like equivalent to a meme back then. And look
Yeah.
how many crying Michael Jordans there are.
yeah. What is his famous crying scene?
He's cried a lot.
There's a meme that he's crying. I hope it's not his dad dying, because then I want to make fun of him.
No, just Kobe.
Yeah, yeah, right. But it was like, oh man, I need to look that up on the internet. What it looked like. I can remember it so well because I was so young. I didn't even understand at the time. I just had all this,
Crying
you're like
towel?
little kid, like you like anti-flames stuff, and like my mom's workmate came into my room when I was asleep when I'm like 6 and turned all my flame stuff upside down, and I just burst into tears. Ironically, myself needing the cry towel on the wall.
Did you use Gretzky? Did you just fucking bury your face in Gretzky's
Buried a face in it. It was like a very flimsy little
Did
dish
you
towel.
Liberace yourself with Gretzky's face?
Baboom.
That was love it.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I should look that up. I don't have the interwebs.
I do,
I'm
I
just
do, I
remembering
do.
in my mind's eye. Wayne Gretzky,
Okay. Wayne Gretzky,
Great One
crying
Cry Towel or something like that.
Great One
like,
Cry Towel.
I'm just imagining it must have been a very short, like 1 month promotional run. Like what a weird.
Do you
item,
remember
right?
Brett Hall's like skidoo thing?
His Norco like toboggan.
Yeah,
Why am I? Why?
skidoo. It was like a skidoo.
No.
It looked-
So they're called. Oh, you fucked me up by calling it skidoo. It's
I did, didn't I?
It's GG Snow Racers. Yes.
Okay, I was like Arctic Cat.
Yeah.
I could go toe to toe with you.
Tundra Prowler. Was it called
yeah.
the Tundra Prowler?
Bombardier.
Yeah. I do remember him endorsing those. The most dangerous toboggan on the market. If,
Yeah, well, those trikes are pretty tippy. No matter
Oh.
how you fucking.
they go fast as hell, and you tend to smash your face on the steering wheel if you're under 4 feet tall. I've seen many a grievous injury on the GT Snow Racer, but
But it came with a free poster, so that's
Hell
good.
yeah,
And now we
no.
get to watch Brett Hall be absolutely shit faced at every All Star game. The last one, oh my god, it was the best.
I
thing.
think he generally looks shit faced because he has kind of like doughy cheeks and small eyes, shrimp eyes, even.
he
one
does
would
get
say.
damn shrimp.
Little shrimp eyes. My friend Zine, you might know this person. She's a tattoo back. You know a girl named Xenia? I don't know why you would. It just seems like somebody that you might know.
I was never in the Fifth Element.
But
she-
she's the Greeks. the
Sounds kind of hot. I
Greeks.
won't lie to you.
She is
Bright red
comely, in
hair,
fact.
got a white tank top.
Yeah,
cargo
close enough.
pants.
Close enough.
Okay.
Any luck with that cry towel?
I'm looking now, but all I'm seeing is these. And he's not actually crying.
No, this is not it.
Let's get some images here. Yeah.
Man, this might be like one of those rarest of the rare.
Dude, you're fucking.
$1,000. I wonder if my dad's got a picture.
I was gonna
of it.
say, are just a box of them in the attic.
Oh, dude, knowing my parents, I see my parents' storage room before. It's completely plausible that. I gotta say, you're probably right. It is probably about the trade because
That's
Garcia
just
didn't
about his
really have a
crime.
rep for whining to refs. It could have been something like that where they were. If he was disputing a call or something, that's not really his.
No, he
purview,
just
right?
fucking played hockey.
He's
Bud.
fucking played hockey.
Just went to his office. Oh, look at that there.
I'm thinking of the cry towel of Steve Smith, the Bill Buckner of the Edmonton Oilers, who scored on himself in the
right.
playoffs during the Flames playoff run, if you recall.
My favorite towel is Dave Portnoy from Barstool.
Yeah.
So I fucking love that guy. He's
He's
hilarious.
great.
Yeah.
Do you see he was live streaming the other day and caught like a car robbery behind him?
saw
That was
that.
crazy.
I saw that.
I'm good for
Some
now.
guy just got carjacked. Some guy
Wild.
just got carjacked. But so he hates Roger Goodell, or Roger Goodell hates him, like the owner of the NFL.
Yeah.
So fucking for the Super Bowl, they let them sneak in when it was in Florida or whatever that. They let him sneak in like all these towels with Roger Goodell's face with a big clown nose, like the classic. And then he flew planes over with banners with the same shit. Like just such a G move.
How did they start this feud?
Okay, well, originally it happened with Deflategate.
Okay, sure.
And his fucking, he's such a like patriot. Portnoy's such a Patriots fucking hard rider. Whatever.
Yeah, ride or die.
So he like showed up like, at the NFL headquarters and like handcuffed himself to a bunch of other dudes inside, and then they got kicked out. And then he got escorted out of media day for the Super Bowl, and then he got kicked. He bought a ticket that was like $5,000, like bought it himself, and then got like he like went limp, and they like dragged his ass out of the Super
Just
Bowl.
fucking,
And then
sandbagging him.
during this fucking at the beginning of this lockdown shit, Roger Goodell had this contest. I was like, hey, whoever pays like the most money to this charity or that or like donates the most will get to watch an NFL game with me in my man cave. And Dave Portnoy was like, cool story. Here's $250K. Anyone else gonna fucking put down this? No one can match it. So then Roger Goodell, like, he had an opportunity to really like bury the hatchet. Like, this is perfect. It goes to charity.
Yeah, or look awesome and not be a
He was like,
bitch
no,
about it.
called the whole fucking thing off.
All right, he's a puss then. Like,
Yeah,
there
big
you
time.
go. Ethical high ground lost, Roger
Yeah.
Goodell.
Oh, yeah. It's over now, dude. It's over now.
I love Barstool Sports.
Big time, dude. They're hilarious.
Yeah,
Even
he's
they're
got good pattern.
huge now, but Dave Portnoy is such a gem.
They need to give fucking Bob Menry a job. I'm sure you follow, Bob Menery?
I don't know.
Oh, dude.
No,
oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah. This is why I'm so glad you're here because there's so many.
He's the
things.
dude. He has the perfect sports voice, so he just does his own commentary
Okay.
over top of short sports clips. So
Okay.
like, there'll be like a clip of he sounds a lot like Howard Cosell or Marv Albert or something, like very deep. So it's like it's that rodeo game where everybody has big like plastic balls around them and the bull sit around. I was like, we're back for another game of bull fuck. Hello, Bingo B-I-N-G-O is his motherfucking name. And they're carting him off he just has the perfect timbre of a sports
Oh,
voice. So
that's great.
he just drops commentary on whatever, and it's funny as hell. I'm so glad I get to tell you about Bob Menery. You're gonna love it so much.
I fucked with like John Boyd. You know that guy?
No, is he the soccer guy? There was a soccer guy
he
doing
does
a
like
similar thing.
he does a lot of baseball shit actually, but it's like clips and like he'll try to like mouth like what the fucking players are actually saying, like when you can't quite catch it.
Oh, okay,
And it's
okay,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he just breaks down like stupid shit in baseball. Or,
All
like, he
right.
does other stuff too, but it's a lot of baseball. It's like, it makes it like tolerable like to watch baseball.
Yeah, that's the thing about baseball. For a lot of people, even the highlights are pretty dull. You know what I mean?
I'll go to a game.
Yeah,
But
hell
I think
yeah.
it's just because I used to like drinking outdoors.
Yeah,
Like, and that's
without
thing
the
that-
drinking and the snacks, it's kind of as fun as like hanging out at Rona or something for me.
I mean, the same snacks are at Rona than at our
Yeah,
hot
probably a
dogs.
lot fucking cheaper as well. Don't have to do the commute. I did go to a game at Nat Bailey Stadium.
I love the
a while
Canadians.
ago.
Yeah, it's it's like it's
Yeah.
all good.
It's a good day out.
It's a good day out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no complaints. But
And the tickets are like what? They're like $20 or some shit like that. So
is baseball back on right now? I've not seen any baseball at all going on.
I think it started a little bit ago. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't really know. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't watch baseball. I just I've been doing. I got like super big into NFL this year.
Oh
It was
yeah.
the first time I like started watching like football, and it was like, I'm like, this is fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking
Football after hockey is my favorite to watch.
Yeah.
for sure. Like,
I was like, I don't know what it took me so long to fucking get down with this. It's super dope.
dude. Well, yeah, that's exciting. It was a bit of a
There's
trip.
also nothing else to do. It was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like, just
the
sitting at
Super Bowl
home.
made a good. I thought their show was pretty good at making it seem like there was more people there. So from a television
Yeah.
perspective, the atmosphere was pretty good. I
Yeah.
thought.
How did you feel about the weekend?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's fucking different. Like
no
I was
Daft,
like,
no
weird.
Daft Punk. That's unfortunate.
Oh, dude.
Did they break up before the Super Bowl and just didn't tell anybody?
Daft Punk.
I cried.
Do they even play shows? Like they only toured like
They did like
twice.
one, one
Yeah,
or two.
that's, like,
There's like that
it.
one live album, and then they did that one encore with Phoenix.
Oh yeah,
Which
yeah,
is
yeah. Is that like
sick.
the only other time that they've showed up live? Oh, that shit is amazing. That's like a
Yeah.
superhero coming to save the day. You're like, oh my god, the robots are here.
Yeah, dude.
It was nice to see them. It's weird. It's kind of a band. You'd be like, why would you guys ever break
I
up?
know.
There's no real
There's
reason.
no
You don't even have to
reason
release
to.
music. You're just exist.
There's no
so-
reason to. I know. I feel the same way. I was kind of like, fuck. Like I do love those guys. Like they've been a huge.
Well, I hope they do some production or something. It was
There's
just like-
gotta be like they can't just be done. Like
Yeah, they're so. That was weird about. I don't know why Jimmy Page would never like. He produced all the Led Zeppelin albums. Like maybe it's too much to start a band, but you'd think he would be producing a bunch of rad bands and doing like fucking Led Zeppelin 4 sounds fucking awesome. Like, why not? I had just finished a. Oh my god, dude! I'll have to send you this clip. Oh yeah, no, that was just the second goal. Do you remember the Black Crowes and Jimmy Page had like an album together back in the 90s or
Yeah.
2000s? So I read the drummer's book. So, which the perspective is rad because it's just like, the Black Crowes are fucking assholes. They have that brother dynamic. I don't give a fuck about the band that much, so it's not breaking my heart to hear about their prick stories. And the drummer's
it's
just
kind
a
of juicy.
yeah, the drummer's just a really funny guy, and he's like, has a pretty lucid perspective, and he was gonna quit the band several times, and then his manager was like, "Yo, Jimmy Page wants to play shows next year." He's like, "Oh, god damn it!" So he doesn't quit, and Jimmy Page abruptly leaves the tour, and he's at the time kind of like, "The fuck did those motherfuckers do?" Like, So he ends up in a bar with Jimmy Page, like a year afterwards or something. He's now quit the band, and Jimmy Page tells him that he had gone to Chris Robinson or to Rich Robinson, was like, Yeah, I've got a bunch of. I had started working on new songs, and it didn't work out with Robert the last time. So maybe not the whole album, but maybe we could do like a song or two together, or I could produce something. And then Rich Robinson was like, "No thanks, me and Chris have some songs going on." So like he tells the drummer this, and he's just like, "Uh huh." Really? He goes outside. He's like, "You said no to Jimmy Page. Jimmy fucking Page came to your door to play new riffs, and you said no because you and Chris were working on quality songs. What songs, Rich? Greasy Grass fucking River? That was better than something Jimmy Page would do." If Yo-Yo Ma was asked, "You want to hear some new fucking riffs from Jimmy Page?" he'd say yes. Thank you very much. I would. Like, and who says no to the man who just saved you? He's like
Holy
apocalyptic with rage.
That
Even
is
in the audio
so
book, I
good.
would piss at myself.
Oh, you have an audiobook.
I have an audiobook, and I recorded it onto my Zoom just so I could send it to Aubrey. So,
Oh,
I have the
great.
rants. It's
Oh,
so
please.
good.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was
Isn't it
pissing.
fucking wild? Like how? Yeah, I mean, ego can just like,
Like,
whatever.
That's some next level shit. You're just like, you're the only people that have seemed to have spurred Jimmy Page into wanting to be in a band, and you're just gonna put the kibosh on that. Even the shows that they play with them, it's just like, well, I'm not crazy about the Black Crowes, but the band is being tight. 3 guitars and Jimmy Page is your lead guitar player. Like, well, what else do you need? Kind of unreal. They could have had a completely different career trajectory. They could have been the other Jimmy Page bands,
Could have been Jimmy Page too.
Yeah. Oh wait, the Flames old school jerseys are back the other day. Oh
Yeah,
those are beauty.
yeah. You know
I love
what?
the
I'm
horse.
not. Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, hell yeah. I
But
always
the
like that
ashtray
one.
I gave you over there is the closest I could get.
Oh, very good. Thank you for repping hard. Charosa.
He's not feeling too good, huh? Well, my Habs are not playing well. I should mention that the over/under on this game was 5.5, and I took
5.5 in favor of who?
So 5.5 is a collective score. If you
Uh-huh.
think it's going to be above 5.5, like if it's going to be like if whatever each team scores 3 or however the fuck it works
Okay.
out,
Yeah.
then you take the over. But if you think it's going to be lower than that, you can take the under.
That's a
cumulative,
the
yeah.
cumulative score of both.
Yeah, because obviously you will bet the Flames and I will bet the Habs. There's no point doing a money line bet.
Indeed. Yeah.
This is the closest we could get to actually having some action.
Let's fucking. Well, why don't we bet $10 or something?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, do you want the over or the under? Even though it's fucking 2-0 already, so it's.
No, I should probably give some kind of an advantage.
What doesn't really matter.
Over.
All right, Connor's gonna take the over. I will take the under.
Now we're talking.
All right.
I got to play hockey with Guy Lafleur.
I missed meeting him like 2 years ago. He was doing a book signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think my dad's side of the family like did some coaching thing with him as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I heard he's a nice guy, huh?
Yeah, nice guy. He was nice to me. I was a little kid and playing a halftime old timer
Did he
classic.
speak French?
Non, les interactions étaient minimum.
Minimum
There was like an old timer game, and Pocket Rocket was there as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was like a bunch of Montreal All Stars, and then we little kids played like a pickup game in the middle or something like that.
Right. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
At the Saddle Dome, it was pretty
Nice.
dope
I
being
got
a
to
little
do that
kid.
once, like here,
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
not with like my eye.
Pretty fucking rad, like for a little kid for sure. But
It's so funny because like I loved Guy Lafleur when I was a little kid, but like it was way before my shit. But it was just because it would be like what my French family was yelling
yeah,
that I looked like. Hey, look out! They look like Guy Lafleur.
And his name is so French, and he's
It's-
on the French team.
yeah,
there's
it's
a lot
perfect.
to enjoy.
It's-
Yeah.
There's a lot to enjoy.
They had. Denis Savard is maybe my all-time favorite player, or definitely my favorite when I was a kid. My dad's favorite team is Chicago, so that was my original 6th choice after the Flames. But Denis Savard and his spinorama is like, how can how can your favorite player not be the guy with a signature goal-scoring move, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
pretty tight.
his, what do they call him, the water bug or whatever, just like his limbs weirdly splayed out all over the place. But
We're looking at a cardboard cutout of Berkey in the back there, aren't we? Look at that.
Oh, yeah. I totally been looking at that, just kind of not even paying attention. Being like, what the fuck? Like,
Berkey's just lurking in the back. Well, his son is the new goalie coach for the Habs.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
trippy.
And then the Calgary Flames now have Sutter back on the bench.
Do they?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah. After he's like second or third game coaching again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Where had he been before this? I lost.
I am not positive. I just remember him coming. The news of him coming back was epic.
There we go. Hometown. It's looking sunny today in
It
the YYC.
is looking.
We're loving it. It's Calgary Tower is looking good. Snow.
It is a
off the
nice
ground.
town. Like originally, I'm from Edmonton, and it's like it's definitely like cleaner.
Oh, it's clean as hell. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's-
Calgary usually ranks like worldwide,
it's-
like
oh,
top
wow.
5. Yeah. It's just it's so spread out, and because it's cold, you don't have a lot of homeless denizens. So there's a bunch of things working in its favor
Yeah.
for that. One of the
Lot to enjoy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like fucking Disneyland. It's like fucking clean as fuck everywhere. You won't even see like an errant chip bag like flapping down the
God
streets.
forbid.
Yeah. Not sure why that's the case, but I think that's just it. There's just don't have really a transient population. Commercial break in progress. Yeet and ha. What was the hockey renaissance? So have you thrown all obviously the who's your well, I guess that's both. They are also an original 6 team. You kind of have an original 6 team and then after your favorite team, or I think that way because my dad and all his brothers seem to have remembered the time when there was 8 teams or whatever, so everybody would just pick one or whatnot. That's why it's like Chicago family, but they have the Savard connection. We all love Saku Koivu.
Oh.
Dude, talk about your superhero moments. It's just like Saku Koivu coming back from cancer. Like, have you ever seen that clip before?
Yeah.
Like,
You watch
my
that before
God.
noon, you'll cry.
Oh, you fucking before any time. Those fucking tears are coming down 100%. Oh, man. Like,
Yeah, dude. That's
and
a
I just love the
tearjerker.
cross-cultural relations of, like, you know, these weird European dudes being thrown into these like obscure Canadian environments and becoming gods.
but
like
they
Timo
flourish,
Slaney,
dude.
the god of
Yeah,
Winnipeg.
dude.
yeah, it's so good. It was just like
Flourish.
sports, like music, breaks down all them barriers. But it's just like Saku Koivu just being in a god in this town that nobody in his entire country has ever been to before.
That's all like I said, my last guy Sparley, that's all he was doing was just like he's like, yeah, great Canadian players, like, and he was just naming like all like Russian dudes.
They got those soft hands. I wonder why that is. Why are the European players so dangly?
Soft hands and rough face.
So phones rough face. I guess if you're not getting
Actually, not even a rough face. They got Belly's baby faces. Just the way with that visor
yeah, some
that
baby.
Don Cherry loves so much.
Yes, of course. Oh man, I miss Don Cherry.
Right?
Idiots. Why are we letting the mob, like a bunch of people that don't give a shit about hockey, have a problem with this character for some uncouth remarks?
How about the WHL?
What
Fucking up
happened?
with Barstool. So Erica Nardini, who I don't know if you know, she's like the CEO of Barstool, like along
Okay.
with Dayport, like, but she also just signed with WWE. She's like the only McMahon to have ownership in the WWE.
Oh wow,
That's like the new chick
okay.
or whatever.
Okay,
She's like a sports mogul, like
all right.
powerhouse. She's so dope. So she
Interesting.
loves hockey. So
Yeah.
she would have like some of the girls that were on, like played for the WHL, like on
Yeah.
her podcast, stuff like that. And then some of these writers came out and been like, dude, like Barstool shouldn't be associating with the WHL, blah, blah, blah. Like, whatever, it's just writers saying that, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then the WHL came out itself. It was like, yeah, like we want to distance ourselves from. It's like,
What?
you have a fucking person who is like so interested in your league and is amping your shit up, who doesn't have to, who has enough money to buy her own fucking league.
A little like, is this where we're at as a culture? It's just like, cancel me. I'm canceling myself. Like, it's like we all have like these cyanide pills.
There's a
like you
strong,
just, like,
badass businesswoman who is interested in
Isn't this the
amping your
icon
product
you
for free.
woke fools claim that you want all the time? Nope, not good enough. Well, okay, there's no pleasing you people.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
like,
that's just it.
cancel Gandhi, cancel Eminem, go fuck yourselves. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, could you be like, what? Hi, I'm a non-contributing zero complaining about this self-made woman and her interests because it doesn't exactly align with my incredibly inconsistent, hypocritical
She's
principles.
doing good for the game, though. It's like she's,
Yes!
you know what I mean? There is a giant sports media company that's based out of New York and has huge offices in Chicago and fucking all over the states. And you're going to be like, no.
I
We'll just
guess
keep
because
it.
the mob, people are that afraid of the mob. It's just like, oh, it's just not worth it. Like, we'll cut our own leg off because it's just rather than getting eaten alive. Like, it's so horrible that people would.
Yeah, it's brutal.
The world has gone mad. I'm creeping more into Alberta-ness with every passing day in this fucking town. Seriously,
You know what's been
man,
funny is the whole COVID thing. Like, at first, I was like, man, are you fucking kidding me? Like, masks and shit on the bus. And then I was like, all right, this shit's serious. We're going to be wearing masks.
Yeah.
And then a little bit after that, I was like, man, this is some fucking horseshit. Like, the amount of fucking rollercoaster that I've been, and now I'm just over. I am sinking like deep into Albertism. I'm going to start speaking like a Hungarian accent soon.
Dude, totally. Yeah, let it fucking hang out. Unreal, bud. Fuck. All that said, ironically, there was the 2-month of hard lockdown in Alberta, so who knows what's going on there.
Yeah,
but
we were kind of talking this before
rebel
we
spirit.
started, and it was
Yeah.
interesting to see like my relatives and stuff like that who live in Alberta. Because they've even switched now. Now they're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's serious. Like that's where kind
Yeah.
of they're at.
It's weird that it was even politicized in the first place, but I could, the first budding things, it was just like, wait, are we all murderers for not wearing masks? What about all of these endless protests? Like, well, there is a really more important disease going around, and it's called racism. It's just like, save me the bumper sticker. Like, either the mask on or the mask off. Like, you can't just have some pithy, except if you really want to and it's important to you. Well, okay. Like, gee, it's hard to imagine why people become cynical.
Go to a fucking Costco and tell me how safe everything is.
Yeah.
You know what someone was telling me? They have people in Costco now. They're designated just to like
Narc.
separate you like they're a fucking nun.
Herd
like
us
at
around
a Catholic
like
dance.
cattle,
Like,
like-
leave room for Jesus.
Oh my
Leave room for
God.
Jesus.
Get your hands off me. That's pathetic, but I'm glad that somebody's getting employed, I guess. But that's
COVID has created new jobs. man.
that's some low bar. Okay, what are we going on here? This is just the previous game, I
I
guess?
believe so, yes.
So
Ooh.
we're expecting some brawls here, perhaps? There's some unsettled
there
business.
oh, Jesus.
Lucic.
You can't be punching with your pinky finger, bud. That's why your
Yeah.
hands all broke.
Did you watch that Bob Probert documentary on Netflix? That was pretty
No.
good. Yeah, I don't know if it's new. I just watched it a couple days ago. He's like the most Canadian hockey player I ever heard speak. Like, you hear him talk, I'm like, this is the most generally Canadian accent of all time. I can't remember where he's from. He's from somewhere in Ontario or whatever, but he's fucking pretty hilarious.
Okay, second period. Puck just dropped.
And here we go now, buds.
2-0. Conor Mack has got the over at 5.5.
Yeah,
Ooh.
coming at an obvious advantage here with the
Over club.
with the 2 goals, but
Well, I mean, even if you win at 2-0, I still win the bet, which is great.
yeah, well, I expect bigger and better things
Oh,
out of
he
the Sea of
does.
Red. Do I assume that all of the stands have the colors of the respective team? Is
Yeah,
Montreal
that's
do-
kind of that's how they do it.
It's the
Big
jersey
banners.
kind of.
Yeah. That or like sometimes there's like a giant NHL network one.
Yeah. I should let all the people
Which
know.
is the dumbest thing ever. I
about-
don't know how they do this. We were complaining about this last time. We're like, when you have the sound going and shit. And by the way, I watch all the Habs games in French.
Yeah,
watching,
why not?
Watching hockey in French is
La vie!
Il lance la rondelle, le disque. Or like all the nature, the nature
La
shit. The nature shit, like icing is un dégagement refusé. It's a refused. It's refused.
That's precious.
And
That
they
is
get-
pretty good.
Oh,
I forgot
it's
about that
a
one.
gem, dude. And then like
Trying to decide if I've ever known that in my
And
life.
then
That the dégagement
Oh,
refusé is icing. All right.
face off is a mise en jeu. I'm
Mise
gonna
en
put
jeu.
in the game. I'm going to put in the game. I'm gonna mise en jeu. pas mise en place, mise en jeu. It's the best.
Oh,
It's
that's
the best. And
precious.
then during like after the second period, oh Jesus. After the second period, there's like, you know, the whole desk part of it. And they just dick ride the Habs so hard, obviously, right? It's hilarious.
Yeah,
But-
sports, hockey sports coverage is hilarious in the town. Partisan as hell. Like,
Oh, dude, yeah. Like every town definitely does it,
Yeah.
but like because it's the only French thing
Yeah,
available,
yeah.
it's even more.
The coasts have their own
There's
networks.
like this
there is no
there's
Calgary
a guy who they
League,
call
but-
Coach, and I don't even know what his real name is. They call Coach, who is like a French Don Cherry.
Oh, I love
He's
it.
got these like red, like Oakley fucking glasses, like you know, yeah, like just
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's good.
French
shit.
Don Cherry. Ah, moi, je suis Don Cerise. J'ai fait les...
Yeah. Pourquoi il ne porte pas le papier là?
Je fais dégueulasse, ça. Oh,
Quand
that's
tu es
fucking
dans
hilarious.
cet pays, tu portes le
Is that
papier.
what
okay?
Don Cherry... That was
that's
it.
what
That
it
was
was,
all it was, right? He's just, like, made some reasonably benign remark
And the
about...
funniest thing is, like, immediately after that, there's a Tim Hortons commercial with an old guy in it that looked remarkably like Don Cherry, but wasn't Don Cherry. And I was like, I can't recognize him without the poppy. It's too hard.
What a fucking... It's nice to know that you can have a legacy and do good at your job and be an icon, and then, like...
He's got a podcast now.
10 people don't like you, and then your career is
But like
ruined.
10 people not liking you in Canada is like, I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
suppose
Canadian
it's
broad- I'm
50%
Canadian
of
broad-
the population,
It's
yeah.
about- yeah.
Oh, he has his own podcast. Does he have a straight man?
immediately-
He must have a fucking
yeah.
foil of some kind.
Yeah,
you can't just let
I
him,
can't.
He can't just
It's
Bill
Ron
Burr it
McClane's
on
son.
himself.
No.
Like, yeah, there's no fucking way.
It's just one of McLean's eyes.
One, just cue cards of disapproving Ron McClane looks like of him being.
Yeah, you know that
genius.
cardboard cutout of Berkey we saw earlier? It's like that. With
Fantastic.
eyeballs that still moved, still looked down at his dick.
He should get there's this guy Conrad Thompson who's a mortgage broker
Christ,
who
hammered.
somehow is the he's Ric Flair's son-in-law. He's married to one of Ric Flair's daughters, and he's just a big wrestling. Woo!
What daughter? Not like the daughter?
No, I don't mean to say this in disparagingly. Conrad Thompson is like 400 pounds, so it's like it's a portly daughter of Ric Flair. That is, he's a big boy, like.
All right.
But he's become like the wrestling podcast god. So he has like a podcast because he's just very good at being the straight man, kind of, and like he knows his shit.
He knows his shit.
He's
yeah.
like my age, so he's just like,
Fuck.
oh,
Oh, no, they're calling no goal.
Man, you'd think you'd hear lots of swearing on the like. I know we're
Definitely
not having
do.
the sound off. Oh,
It
do you?
definitely
it's just
do.
Like, yeah, you think
Oh,
you'd some
yeah.
echoing fucking
Yeah.
shit like, and all
Hey,
that.
fuck you, bud.
Yeah, yeah.
The chirps are the best. Like, what other... it's just fantastic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What is
Basketball's
this?
got good chirps. If
It does.
yeah.
Terrible fights.
oh yeah, that's just too barbaric. There's something about the having the pads
Also-
on, like.
Also, I just saw the new, like, I get, like, whatever. Pepe Le Pew's done. Fine.
He's just a sleazy
He's Frenchman. I know.
Frenchman.
I know-
Nobody thinks he's cool. He fails every time. Nobody's like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
He doesn't successfully
disgust
rape
women.
that guy
Yes,
every
he's never success. He's an object. When you're a little kid, you don't see that and be like. You're like, oh, this is that weird kissy thing that I don't really know anything about. Why is this? You're like, it's a parody of somebody being deeply in love or in lust. There's no.
It's better to be somebody be vaguely French. I was like, I'm gonna catch
Yeah,
him
and there's a
or
bit
my
of the
entire
French.
family. I
Yeah.
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And it's like, and it's a fun mistake. She's not even a skunk. She's a cat who walked under a white paint strip
Every time.
Every time somehow gets. Just the clever new ways that every
It was
time
never
she
just like
gets
a
white
line of
strip.
cocaine. It was always paint. They could never switch it up.
Yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
But like, okay, whatever. So whatever, Pepe. But then I saw the Space Jam shit and the new Babs. Is it Babs? Not Babs. Whatever.
I think
bunny.
Babs is the girl
okay.
bunny. To
But like,
say.
have you seen like they redesigned her to not be all? Because in the one that we know, she's like bodacious. She's like smoking hot or whatever.
Kind of hot, but it's
But but she's like athletically hot though. Like she's like got an ass on her.
yeah,
and, like,
she's
some
not
fucking
Jessica Rabbit.
and some like thick fucking thighs on her. Like she's
Yes.
athletic as fuck. The new one that they did has a body like me.
Ichabod Crane.
I'm not playing basketball, dude. Let alone with fucking
And for whose
some Charles Barkley monster
fucking
motherfucker.
benefit? Yeah.
I'm not playing basketball against the monster.
Thank God
Get
these
the
furious, furry, rabbit-based masturbators will stop taking liberties with the culture. Thanks, woke people. It's just like you've spared us all the horror of, our national obsession with rabbit fucking. Unbelievable. The fact there's an outrage in any direction is just angry, but it's just all fucking left-wing shit. It's very frustrating. The days of religious people complaining is over. Religious people don't
those
have
were
any
great.
stroke. Like, you can see titties wherever you want. What are you going to do? This is like, write a letter to Netflix and be like, I didn't like
What are you
those
gonna do?
breasts.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Which is fine. You should. I don't like censorship, but like, fuck that. I'm going to buy a Pepe Le Pew shirt. I can speak French, goddammit, and I can. I don't get enough arguments, so I guess I should start wearing a Pepe Le Pew shirt to make my life even more interesting.
You're right.
Fuck sakes. Just all this shit is makes people like me. I'm just like, I just like it more than ever before.
I
Like,
know. I know. I turned into fucking
Now I'm
15-year-old me.
Now
and
I'm
like,
hugely into Pepe Le Pew.
yeah. Yeah, you know what? Didn't like him before. Now, giant fan.
pretty keen.
Yeah.
I
Take
explained
him
to
to go get
everyone
me a bucket of white paint.
this.
Start striping some bitches.
Yeah, chasing him around unsuccessfully.
roller.
Thanks to my disgustingly pungent man odor.
Yeah.
And he stinks. That's the fun joke. He
Yeah.
seems like a nice guy who wants to make her happy, but he's just disgusting. He's an object of sympathy.
It was always the petting that was too. It was a very aggressive petting.
Yeah.
He
But
did
it's-
look like he was kind of pushing her to a blowjob, right? Like,
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
going in there.
but
See,
again, he's French.
he's French. It's the 40s. He's just back from the fucking war. Give a guy a break. He's just trying to live his fucking life. He never succeeds. Ever.
Jesus Christ.
I have to point out for the Pizza 73 that everyone has seen at Flames games forever. I don't know why there isn't one here. It's open 24 hours.
Pizza 73 is a pizza spot in Calgary.
It's a pizza franchise in Calgary.
Franchise.
Yeah, there's a shitload of them. Yeah, oh yeah, it's ubiquitous across the entire.
I guess they got fucking ads on the fucking board.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
well, this is what's weird that it's not out here. I assume this was a national thing because it isn't like a local. It's like average pizza, but you can get wings, and they both come in the same box with 2 levels, which I always thought was pretty right on.
Like a 2 cardboard sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have that pizza.
Wings on top.
I think they usually put the wings at the bottom, but I've
A
seen
little
them
too
hang
heavy.
both
It
ways.
would sag.
Yeah. There could be incidents.
What kind of pizza are we talking here? Are we talking like it's like a Domino's kind of fucking?
Yeah. I'd even put it even closer to the pizza Little Caesars level. Maybe a little bit more
Ooh.
delicious. If you haven't had it and you're not blown out on it.
Like an $8 pepperoni, not a 5.
Yeah, it's like $25 for like a large pizza and wings and
How many
curly
wings?
fries.
Whoa.
Yeah, 12 wings, curly fries, and a pizza.
I guaranteed 12 wings too. Yeah.
Yeah, the wings are very solid, and like I said, open 24 hours. So there's not a person alive that hasn't ordered from Pizza 73 in Calgary. I fucking guarantee it.
I have not
life's not for
spent a
living.
lot of time in Calgary. I've only like drove through when going to Drumheller to look at some dinosaurs.
Really? Was this a class trip or a family?
No, actually, it was my old man.
Nice.
Yeah, ages ago. That museum's dope. I would go there now. For sure.
Absolutely. Oh, for sure.
100%.
Several school trips out to the Tyrell Dinosaur Museum.
Oh,
Shout
yeah.
out.
Did you ever
shout
go
out.
like out in the field there?
Yeah, I went a bunch of times. I'm gonna say almost they take you like almost every year, like third.
It's like
grade
your
to
science
sixth grade.
world.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There
Okay.
is a science center in Calgary which you went to, but yeah, Tyrell.
Is it a
Dinosaur
World?
Museum.
Is it a
It's
geodesic
just-
dome?
Just a center.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a perpetual.
barely
motion
4 pillars on
sculpture
that piece of
outside.
shit.
Yeah, no, it's hurting. Fucking, I'm trying to think if I've ever actually been in the science center in Vancouver.
The
Or Science World, rather.
telesphere. That's what they changed it to anyway.
Have I?
It's pretty dope.
Why would I be in there?
However, going now, I'm sure you probably feel the same way about Drumheller.
Yeah.
You're like, this place is tiny.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, but when you-
galaxy-sized
oh my
edifice
God,
when you're a
when
little
you're-
kid.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember at Tyrell they have
Literally,
an
you make a lap in
Ultrasaurus
10
bone.
minutes. You're like,
Yeah. You're like, oh.
there
what's-
is new exhibits though, and there are games to be played within those.
What kind
It's
of
a good.
games?
well, there's this new there's like a water thing with balls, kind of like ball pit balls, but you shoot them up into these vents and they pop out.
Okay.
But it's basically you can secretly hit kids
Yes.
with balls.
Yeah, I see.
And it's extremely fun because
where
there are a
Ed's at.
lot of shit hot kids running around.
Yeah, they
And
need
you gotta-
some fucking straight.
You gotta lay down the law sometimes.
You can't just straight up clothesline kids like you could back in the 80s when they were getting
No,
overlined.
although I did that ice skating not that long ago. I mean, a couple years ago now at the
Yeah.
Robson rink.
Where's that at?
Underneath the Robson Square there. It's like a tiny ass little.
Totally. Sure.
So whatever, date night, fucking go there.
Hell yeah.
What I don't understand is I'm not crazy athlete with that, but I was on skates when I was 4 years old. It's what happens when you're from Alberta. It's
Yes, yeah, there you go.
It's just whatever,
You
right?
can skate.
So, but everyone who's down at Robson Square is not from a place that has ice rink and or has ponds that freeze over. So everyone is following left, right, and center.
yeah.
But then you have people going also too fast. And there's people falling and putting their hands down.
This day night has turned into a fucking
Putting
bloodbath.
Oh, dude, I was just this is not there are
I've never
fingers.
seen so many
Yeah.
joined mittens unceremoniously bloodstained and strewn on the perimeter of this rink.
You wanted fingerless gloves? Well, here you
You
go.
got it. How about no fingers at all as I slowly skate over your prone.
Yeah.
Grown
But anyway, there was
pants.
this little fucking shithawk kid just fucking whipping around, and I gave him the old Gordie Howe on the way.
Oh,
Slowed
yeah.
him right down. Didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
I look back and go, Jesus Christ, you all right, bud?
I hope he did a little sprawl and maybe
He had a little
felt-
he had a little fucking.
Yeah,
trouble.
maybe get a little bit of that rebel spirit, a little crushed down in him. He's got a little bit too of that
I was
brattiness.
like, "Where's your
will not
dad?"
fly.
And he was like, "I don't have one." I was like, "Oh Jesus, no, I'm kidding. I didn't have it."
Very good. Yeah, I need to get back on the skates. I was a pretty good minor hockey player, but I don't think.
Yeah, how long did you play up to?
Midget right before AAA, I guess. So
Okay.
till
So you had hitting and shit.
10th grade. Yeah, I think 2 years of hitting I was into, which was, that's definitely a game changer, obviously, but it is kind of strange.
Yeah, it's what
You're
made
just
me fucking play
it's like you're
goaltender.
slowly getting ready for it for years.
Yeah.
All right, fucking next season's the season. I've been doing dirty dangles and everybody for a couple years now. Is this gonna change the game?
Yep.
Yeah, it certainly does. I don't actually remember getting rocked. I was pretty fast, but a lot of awkward
I was
hits.
tiny, dude. So I was a defenseman before hitting, and then once hitting was the thing, I was like, oh well, I gotta play goal now.
Yeah, well, when you're 15
That's
or
a fucking good
16,
goal
there's
tip.
gonna be one
I even think I
fuck
went-
off
I
kid
think
who's
I went
so
to-
big.
well, yeah, he's like,
that's
"I'm
like
gonna
you just
f-
crush
fuck."
everybody, right?
God damn it! It's 3-0 Calgary.
That's Bob Backlund with that cross-faced chicken wing. Always up to no good.
C'est Jake Allen who's in net, hein? C'est pas Carey Price parce qu'il a perdu l'autre jour.
Say, no, it's Carey Price. Fucking, I didn't even know. Damn, Carey Price has been repping for a long time at a high-ass level. Well,
I mean, I
considering-
agree, yes, but not. Is it Price or is it Allen? I don't even know. Fucking in net tonight.
No,
it's
it's Carey Price. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is. Oh, it's different because he's wearing his old pads again, which is dope because he had these all red pads that I thought were kind of sick. Kind of like I thought the retro jerseys were sick at the beginning of the year, but we
Which
haven't
is the
won.
Montreal Retros?
It's just blue. It's like it's like this blue, but here, and then the red is like here.
and
like
then
flipped,
the symbol is the
reversed,
same.
which-
Oh,
yeah.
sounds
They'll
cool.
never-
I like the
it-
novelty.
Yeah, the whole thing this year is reverse retro. I don't know.
Okay.
That's-
I like that as a concept. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Why not? That's a good idea to mix it up a little bit. I could see fucking imagine some heinous ass yellow Flames jerseys, like dominant yellow with red on the front, hot dog vendors.
You and I.
I'm kind of into it.
I
It's
know you are.
like-
I know you are.
It's like the weird colored teams in Blades of Steel or Tecmo Super Bowl that are just
Dude,
like pink and
Blades
green.
of Steel is the fucking bomb. I was supposed to do my friend Jordan Ducharme who does Rusty Cage with me, which is like our MMA
Oh,
show.
fucking A. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got a video game podcast. He's like, "What video game do you want to play with me?" And I was like, "Fucking Blades of Steel." And he's like, "Oh, I've never played it." And I was like, "How
Is
the
that
fighting-
possible?
fighting alone, the fighting in Blades of Steel should be its own game.
Oh my god,
As
for
should,
sure.
as should the penalty shots.
Yeah, the penalty shots is like there's
The best thing
there's
ever.
that, and ice hockey was fun, different. I came to Blades of Steel first, which is the best.
Yeah.
Ice hockey is fun. Also, you pick fat, skinny, and medium. Get the team of all fat fatties. This is such a
I love the all
you know
fat
it's made
fatties.
by some Japanese company with some little knowledge of hockey, so it's just like yes, you
Oh.
choose between the skinny to the fat,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
just these kind of random rules. But
They were probably like, we put fat in to make America feel.
you feel good about
Yeah,
it. He's Blades of Steel. I'm trying to think, it was like none of the colors matched up to the real team. So I
No,
remember
dude,
Minnesota
Montreal's like
was like
green.
purple.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think Edmonton's like green.
oh yeah, yeah.
Montreal's like blue or some shit. It's and then the guy at the beginning, the announcer at the beginning, sounds like a really distorted Johnny fucking who am I got the talk show Johnny fucking
Johnny Carson.
That's like a really blades
Blades of Steel. Blades of Steel. Yeah, dude.
of steel.
You make a salient point. So on his podcast, you just play video games, old retro video games, or anything?
No, not necessarily. He's into a bunch of shit. Like he's definitely like gamer. So yeah, I don't know. He said pick like another one. I was like Excite Bike, and he was like no. So I gotta figure something out.
Have you ever played Uniracers before?
On
That's-
Nintendo 6 or Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
that's a
It's a
pretty unreal
great
game.
game.
Yeah,
dude. It's so good. That's a great game.
I feel like
actually.
okay, yeah, like I feel like that is a. I liked it. My old roommate Barnaby liked it. Now you like it, so I'm like, oh, it must be like a miniature cult classic because everybody
yeah,
fucking
definitely.
loves it. Like I never remember
Definitely.
hearing.
I
About
remember
it.
like renting it. Like
yeah,
over
I
several-
rented it, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, this is the fucking wildly
best.
playable. Yeah, yeah.
It is super fun. I'm terrible at it now though. Like I played. You know where I played it was at there's like a game lounge at like or there was anyways before COVID shit at like Hastings above the Amsterdam.
Oh
And it
yeah,
was,
hell
like,
yeah.
And then you can just go rent out like old game systems for like $5 for like
Oh,
an hour.
crazy, cool.
And just have a fucking not vapes. What are those dabs?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And just fucking.
Oh,
That's how
beauty.
like Morris and I used to always go there like after shows and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how we kind of got tight, was just like playing vids fucking.
Oh,
there.
that's
It's basically
cool.
like hanging out in your homies fucking
yeah,
upstairs.
yeah, sweet, sweet, sweet. I like it. Oh, dude, I got a great idea for it. You guys should invite me over for this one. They're like this company's releasing basically what is like a gameplay sequel to WrestleFest. You know, arcade WrestleFest.
Yeah.
Called Retromania. So it's like a new WrestleFest with like a shitload more characters and cage matches and shit. I think it came out this week or last week.
What's it on?
I think it's just like a downloadable
You
game,
get it on
so
PC?
or whatever.
Sick.
Yeah, dude, Retromania.
Because I set this shit up. Said it's like I built this like a couple months or a few months ago now. And
Oh
I'm
no
only,
way! This is okay.
I'm
fuck,
only
well
like
done,
using
man.
it to my fucking its full potential now. But yeah, the like gaming. I don't know. There's some fucking sick game. I got Skater XL. I don't know if you know that one. It's like it's a
no,
very-
Skate or Die is the only skateboarding game I remember playing.
other than Tony Hawk.
I only had N64, so I never had a PlayStation, so I never played Tony Hawk. I don't think. They had it
No,
on
you
Nintendo.
did. Yeah, you could get Tony Hawk for sure. Because I had 64, and you did
On
Tony Hawk 2.
64, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I straight up don't think I've ever played Tony Hawk at all. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a trip.
I remember watching a video, or maybe somebody else was playing, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Get it.
Isn't it templated from downtown Vancouver? There's like a scene that they're definitely skateboarding on
Probably.
Pacific Center Mall. I'm like, this is clearly Pacific Center, like with the dome and shit.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I mean, Vancouver's always been a pretty big popular skate.
Yeah, and video game design companies. So why the fuck
Yeah,
not?
and that as well. Yeah, for sure.
You boys are getting shut the fuck out here.
It's not looking good.
And I like the retroness of the jerseys.
Well, like,
does
we
make it
just
seem like
fired
the
our
80s.
coach. Like, well, now we have a new coach. I think Dominique's there for now. Good now.
I thought
but
we have a new coach as well.
You
do we
do.
not? Yeah.
I know.
New,
but-
what is old is new again? Reheated cabbage.
yeah, yeah.
Just like
you
your
haven't.
recent,
You
just
don't really
like
have
your
a new
recent
coach.
love life. Is it time to live and love again with a flame from the past? And
No,
will spring be a
that
time
was a
where
two
young
read.
man's
That was
fancy
like
turns to
that was a minute ago now.
romance?
That was like last summer.
Very good. Oh, fair enough.
Shout out to them hoes.
All day, every day. We love you, coast to
We
coast.
love you hoes. Here we go, Patsy Naylor. A little bit of speed coming through the neutral zone. That's what I would like to see. No, not a dump back in when you're on the fucking
It is
power.
just like I would almost think.
Oh,
like,
a power play and avantage numérique. Are they not the best fucking terms you've ever?
pretty good band name as well. That
Oh.
Avantage numérique, like
Oh,
like
that is so good. You're
kraut
right.
rock, slightly on the little bit more on the disco side.
Slightly Kraftwerk.
This guy's high fiving people, but I don't know why, because he didn't score a goal.
Oh, it's a good
His mom
shift,
ain't
bud.
shit. Yeah.
His mom ain't shit.
Mom ain't shit, you ain't shit. Montreal, I'm liking the idea of those retro blue jerseys you're describing.
I know, but
they
we've
need
never,
to mix
we
it the
haven't,
fuck
we haven't,
up.
but they won't because it's too classic, lah.
Yeah,
You don't fuck with it. You could
could
have changed the crepe. I don't think so.
You know what I would like? I would like to see a all red jersey with a glittering version of the Expo '84 logo with full sparkles on the front.
You would gold dust.
Oh baby, I
fucking
would
man.
all day.
Oh, baby.
They should be representing the famous French sexuality in a more aggressive way with these jerseys.
So you could have Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, yeah. Tonight, boys, pour some out and fucking
Play like Pepe.
try and get the W for Pepe. You lost an icon today. Who's next? Are they gonna cancel Serge Gainsbourg?
Today we're going to play the game for Pepe.
For
Today game is play for Pepe. Okay. You know what's funny? It's fucking my grandpa on my French Canadian side is called Pepe.
No way.
I
really?
swear, Pepe Meme.
Somebody's got a fucking.
And let me
sense
tell
of
you,
humor, like-
let me tell you, Le Pew. He's dead now.
I can imagine your life of being French. It's like implausible to be called Pepe. It's like clearly not even.
You just need to get old enough.
I guess. Yeah, is that a French thing? Like I thought that would be like a South American thing. Is like a Pepe.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
Italian perhaps, but
yeah, it sounds very or like Iranian.
yeah, the Pepe Le Pew. He has a beautiful voice there. He
Does.
I remember the guy who
Gainsbourg.
did the Pepe Le Pew that got canceled was like, "Am I canceled now?" So if this is so racist and I did the voice, by this logic, I am a racist and I should be obliterated from the face of the earth as well. This is like whoever did the voice pontificating on it today. I was like, yeah, I guess if those are the rules, your life is over. Obviously, that shouldn't be the case, but
Can you do any other accents? That's on you, buddy. You've been a voice actor since the 30s.
You haven't learned
I've
one.
been
Cultivating.
I think
I was just like, I didn't know I had to diversify my skill set. I thought
Yeah.
this Pepe gravy train was gonna go. On
oh, you knew
forever.
it was gonna end.
Like, you can hear him walking out of the office, just
Soon as Sammy
working
Sam
on his
got
patois.
B2'd.
I got Babylon breathing down my neck, don't you know? It's just like, no, that's gonna get canceled twice as fast. Oh, jeez.
I got 2 jobs, man. I know this. No. You can't do that, sir.
Sir, please. Shit, man.
It's
Halfway
such like
through
a
the second
Krusty the
3-0.
Clown like fucking thing. It's so good.
You
Sorry.
boys are getting crushed here.
3-0.
I'm feeling the
at this-
Fireball whiskey run through my veins, and I'm getting more and more ebullience and
You feel that flame.
sassy. But it's hard to talk trash when you're just getting power fisted by the whole
Yeah, it's why
team
we're not
here.
talking about the game, dude. It's just like, wow, we're
It's
playing like
embarrassing.
garbage.
We're talking about Retromania.
That's right.
Seriously, if they have Retromania, we should we should play it and for this podcast.
Yes.
At the whatever.
We'll
the
put it on the
video
Wii Gamer
is.
podcast. We'll put it
Yeah,
on
yeah,
my Gamer.
yeah. The Wii Gamer, yeah. Dude, WrestleFest.
Also, I've yet to start Cyberpunk.
I heard it was riddled with mistakes.
It is,
and
but
was
it got
considered as-
fixed.
Okay.
Apparently, it got fixed. So
And people are now thinking it's sweet.
I guess, but it's like it's one of those. I think it's one of those things that like the hype was so fucking big with it, and the release when the release gets fucked like that, it just hurts.
Dude, I don't know why they do that. Like that video game design, like really hard line release date, and then
They give
what do you
themselves
think's
like
gonna happen?
unrealistic like
Yeah.
timelines to make this shit every time. You're like,
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
my estranged friend Nintendo Nick, of course, would always complain
Oh.
about his 19-hour days. I'm just like, no, it's a legitimate complaint to a certain extent, but it's just like, you're doing your dream job and it happens twice a year. Like, you talk about like it's a civil rights thing. It's like, why don't you fucking quit? You walk dogs like me and see how much you like it. Like, you won't live in your beautiful Arbutus flower shop apartment.
Oh my god, his apartment is fucking sick.
Yeah, I don't even think it's that good anymore now that I know people with apartments. But he's never moved out, so I have to assume his rent, what I used to think
That's what I'm
was
thinking, yeah.
expensive, is probably now. I'm like, it's probably cheap as hell. I probably back in the day was like $1,200. That's a lot, and now I'm like, oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds like
for a fucking garage. Oh, the rent here is fucking cheap. We have cheap rent here, which is dope. But there's the people who live down. Yeah. So the crazy bitch moved out.
yeah,
Or she got kicked out.
yeah.
And then the fucking people who moved in are like,
Golden.
no.
Oh,
if,
no.
if not worse.
Oh fuck, really?
It's like a family. But it's like this woman is like the psychopath. She screams and yells at this 4-year-old every day.
Oh,
It's bad. We had to call cops. It's the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it ain't good. It ain't good. So
that's
that's
grim.
the thing, dude. It's like you find fucking cheap rent, but there's always a reason.
Oh yeah.
There's always
yeah.
a fucking
No
reason
fucking for
why
your
it's
eyes. There's
cheap,
always
dude.
some
There's
kind of
always some
fucking little
bullshit.
twist. Yeah.
Always.
I'm just amazed people aren't more discriminating about who they like. I go on my general
Money.
You
You
know,
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Our landlord's like 112 years old. So
Oh
it's like,
really?
yeah.
He's just okay. That's his own benefit as well. He's laissez-faire to a certain extent. Just like, yep, I'll be here for the rent and fucking don't expect any washer and dryer to be fixed right off the hop. But
We don't even have one of those. I go to a laundromat, but it's
fuck,
so
really?
cheap. But it's so cheap.
yeah, fair enough. I guess it's just the convenience. Like,
Yeah, it's right there, which is not bad. Well, this is the deal. Honestly, I think I would pay. Obviously, I would pay a little bit more now than if I just had my own shit.
yeah.
But the laundromat there doesn't make any sense to me. It's like it would cost it's like $10 to like wash all my shit in like a week.
Yeah, fair
Which is
enough.
like but if I were to do it myself, it's like not. I would maybe be saving like $1 or $2, but I just pay her $10, and she does it, and it's all folded, and it's like she does such a good job.
Wow, folded laundry.
She does such a good job cleaning it. Like, I wouldn't fucking separate shit and do it. You know what I mean? I don't have fucking no.
No, that all goes in
Laundry's one
there.
of those things that's like it shouldn't be a pain in the dick to do, but it is the biggest pain in the dick.
I don't really mind it. I wear
Yeah.
all the exact same clothes, so it all just goes. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
all used clothes. I have nothing to worry about. It's all just fucking.
I started getting a little too matchy with my whole fucking shit lit recently.
All
so it's
right.
like only certain shit kind of.
I don't
works
have
for
any
some.
bleeder colors though. You know me, dark blacks, browns, used clothing that's already been worn into oblivion. There's gonna be no ink running, but
Those pants are fantastic though.
yeah, H&M, my man.
Dude, I know.
They're where it's at.
I know.
The deals are always pretty
I
off the
definitely have to
chain.
try everything on here though, because it gets fucking.
Yeah, skinny motherfuckers like us. There's that weird odd
I have to buy
31
pants
to
regardless.
32
Yeah.
waist area where you're like sometimes.
And do you have a 48 leg?
Yeah, yes. Exactly. It's just like bit of an odd duck, this non-mesomorph.
Dude, I have to buy pants regardless of what they look like.
Yeah.
They fit. I'm like, look, I got feathers all over them. I don't give a fuck. They fit.
I've been looking into, there's a few cool websites where you can get, it's like rich dudes that get suits that don't fit or something. It's basically used extremely high-end clothes. And I'm just
you
like,
gotta fucking took me up with this.
yeah, there's a couple of them.
Oh my god.
Just like perfectly fitted shirts.
What about sneakers? Any shoes?
I didn't even look, probably. Yeah, I didn't really look into, I don't
As you
have a
can
problem
see, I
finding sneakers, really.
Found something to fucking sub in my coke habit with.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's a fucking retail therapy. You're a fucking sneaker pimp. These right here.
It's the nostalgia factor for me, dude. Like these are all like fucking shit. Like those ones up top there. There's like I had those.
These are throwback to Jordan #1s.
Those are
right?
ones, yeah. There's
But,
like in the Oakland colorway.
But Oakland color. That's
Yeah.
that's the twist here. Yeah.
Or like speaking of the reverse, like the ones right behind you, the red ones right behind you. Those are the reverse flu games.
Yeah.
So like all the reverse shit's super popular now, even with shoes and stuff.
Whose was this? This is somebody that's not Michael Jordan.
No, that's Jordan. That's Jordan 12.
They're Jordan 12s, but it was like, remember
Eric-
when people, like other dudes started repping the Jordans, like
Oh.
after he was retired? I feel like
All I know
I
is,
want to
like-
say Allen Iverson or something, but it wasn't him. Yeah.
Oh shit! Did we score finally? Fucking all right. There we go. Hey, all right.
Whoa,
Hey, we scored.
whoa.
Sorry, I was weed.
Wait, they sort of shorthanded a goal?
Hey, we were good at that originally in the beginning of the season.
Holy shit. It's kind of embarrassing to get scored on.
It really
shorthanded.
is. It is. You got fucking rouge on your face.
Ah!
You got
He's
rouge.
like, blush to my cheeks out.
Only on my ass.
Oh, this is cool. Look at a fucking lockable top drawer. That's fucking crazy. I've never seen that before.
Pretty nifty, right? Thanks.
Super nifty.
Thanks, Office.
Yeah.
For all the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely been a benefit of working in the showroom. Is I've gotten a lot of shit from the office.
But I do.
What I do.
Calgary Sun, for everyone out there, is the more conservative paper, and the Calgary Herald is the more liberal paper. They're both trash.
They're both. Well, of course they are.
Yes.
Which one has? Is there a coffee news? Are you aware of the coffee news?
Yeah, no, we don't do that in Calgary. We don't.
Okay.
There's nobody is sissy enough to.
Oh,
there's
how
no
dare you,
demands.
sir.
The coffee news joke section is disgraceful.
It's the best.
It gets on my
It's not even
fucking
hacky. It's not even the hackiest shit.
It's
you've
not
ever read.
even hacky in the way Pud comics aren't hacky. It's so far away from being a joke. It just seems like a Dada-esque statement. Like
A little bit.
the coffee news. Oh my god, Nintendo
We
Nick
just-
used to
we were
like this coffee called this in the Georgia Strait. They used to have. It was just called Simpler Things or Quiet Things. It'd be like a 4-paneled comic about. It's been a really tough weekend. I've waited a long time for this. The perfect cup of coffee. I'm like, that's it? That's it? It's like a sentimental Hallmark thing with no real payoff and just kind of a... And Nick was really into it. I think that's when it started the recidivism of our friendship. That was kind of the beginning of the end. How dare you listen to read quieter things with pleasure. Soft as baby shit. He was starting to wear tapered jeans at the time, all tight jeans and be all big city. I'm just like, I don't like how much of a pussy you're becoming, Nick Letizia.
Next you're
remain
gonna tell me.
estranged to
Next
this
you're gonna tell
day.
me you don't like Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, I'll bet you he is happy that Pepe Le Pew was canceled. He's very self-righteous.
Shout out Nintendo Nick.
Fuck Nintendo.
Ah.
Although he is from Calgary, so
Yeah, there you
maybe
go.
maybe just a
Man,
little
let me
bit of
lose a little
represent-
bit. Yeah. Boys are just not playing well. I think this whole game has just been in the zone.
In the
zone
fucking
de la
zone there.
Montréal Canadien. But here you go, patiner avec un petit peu de
How is
rapidesse.
Toronto doing this year?
Really well. They're like #1 in the league.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
Who's their franchise or
They
whatever?
got that Matthews guy with the mustache who's really good.
Is
And their goalie's really good and shit. And there's other dudes on the team that are really good, but I fucking hate them.
Somebody was telling me I think my friend Craig said there's a Connor on, not Connor McDavid.
Right.
There's somebody with a similar name to mine somewhere that my friend Craig sent me a picture of.
Oh, really?
recently. Yeah, let me think of who
There's
it
probably a
is.
Mac out there.
Yeah, it wasn't a Mac, but I understand he's supposed to be hot.
Get it
Shit.
out of the fucking zone. This is disgraceful.
Yeah. All right. And the name is
Like, we just cannot keep it out of the fucking zone. We just dump and we don't even chase.
because the French they are cowards. Is so fucking sun.
And though you're wearing the white jersey, but you don't need to wave the flag already. you know?
Very nice.
Speaking
That
of
has got to be a very common French joke. Is the
speaking
white
of
jerseys and
acky
the flag.
jokes.
Yeah, see, 1942 Looney Tunes cavalcade of LARF style humor. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, it's in the
So
second
right.
period. About a
He's
minute 40 left in the period here.
Sunburnt surrender monkeys.
Oh, monkey.
We're having smokes
at
at
this.
the halftime here. Nervous smokes.
Nervous darts.
I don't think your
know.
boys are gonna pull it together here. I don't.
Well, at this point, Conor Mack, as long as they stay on the under.
I
Well, no, we're going to watch some of this third period. Hey, we may be able to fucking... If we get one before the end here or real quick in the third, we got a chance to tie it up. At least lose in overtime.
at least
Well, if it goes in overtime...
You do get a point though, don't
If we
you?
but if we lose in like if it goes to overtime, rather, we are losing. 3-on-3 hockey with us is just not.
Oh really? They don't
Doesn't
have
happen.
skilled players. Is not the name of the game here
Or
necessarily.
it's not it's, hey, easy, okay.
Hey guys, c'est quoi ça?
C'est quoi
Those
ça,
little
là?
underhanded.
Yeah. C'est pas 3-en-3 là, okay.
I'm
Je
sure.
fais 5 sur 5.
5 sur 5, c'est like fucking.
C'est le seulement way, c'est la seulement façon de jouer le hockey. C'est 5 sur 5.
There's another really bad band name, like the sissiest band ever. La seulement façon. Gross.
Nasty. The seulement façon is like a boy band.
The only reason.
Yeah, it's a fucking boy band.
That's gross. French will never have a boy band because there's something about French culture that just doesn't. People would laugh in the face of that.
Yeah, because like they don't have to like lure women in. They just take
yes,
it. They
you just
take
do
them.
the. It's too straightforward of a culture. It's just like, what about this? Why all this preening and dancing around? This is pornography for little girls here. Just like go do a Franz Gall video. Serge Gainsbourg style.
Listen, I like you. I'm really into butt sex.
I see the picture of your burnt ass there, and it makes me feel the air through my hair.
J'aime ça ton Instagram, là. Maybe I slide into your DM, là. J'aime ça quand je slide dans ton DM, là.
Moi, je glisse. Man, slide into DMs is gross as fucking French.
Oh.
Yeah, that's much worse. Moi, je fais glisser.
Glisser dans ton
message directement.
Dans ton MDs. Glisser dans ton MDs.
I'm sure you've seen the Ultimate Fighter
Well, I
season.
conclude the second period.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
We're done here. Boys are looking confident.
Sorry.
Is this guy with the red beard the franchise player? Because they keep
Weber?
showing him. Yeah.
Yeah, if he had a C on his... No, it's not. That's Charlotte, I think.
Charlotte!
Or maybe Charlotte and is injured. I think from that fight, that's why they showed.
Look at that bareback top of the Scotiabank.
Look at that, look at that. You can see the
drunk
dip where
passed
you
out on
can't
those
see,
steps
yeah.
a few times before. WWF SmackDown 2001.
Oh, what's up? Who was the main event on that?
I can't remember. I got absolutely shit-faced on Alberta Premium vodka. And I just literally
Wow.
woke up, passed out on the steps of the Saddle Dome. One of my more heinous moments. I don't know what the circumstances were. This is before my even... After my era of Attitude Era wrestling love. It was like...
Okay, what is the Attitude Era exactly?
Like Stone Cold's
okay,
era,
okay,
The
okay.
Rock's era, and then...
So what was Bret Hart and shit?
What do they call that? New Gen, I think.
Okay.
Basically, yeah, New Gen, which is considered an unsuccessful era minus Bret Hart. It was like when business was down.
Dude, did you watch that Yokozuna shit?
Uh,
Documentary?
yeah, fuck
It
yeah.
was dope.
Was that?
That was after WrestleMania. I think.
Yeah, I was just thinking. Oh yeah, it was like a
Or the
it was
Royal
like a
Rumble, after the Royal
WWE show.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I love you for bringing that up. Yeah, fuck yeah, I did.
Well,
I
like,
was
here's the
thinking
deal.
it was Dark Side of the Ring for a second.
Yeah,
You've probably
here's the
seen
deal.
that.
Is like tons of comics are fucking in balls deep into wrestling.
No doubt,
It's
I'm not
it's-
surprised.
It's not that I'm not, but I've always worked wrestling events, and if you work a wrestling, it is the worst fucking thing ever. It's just a bunch of people yelling at a television, drinking water, wondering why you're not filling up their water. And there's some like
That fucking
people that
sucks.
are all there, and it's like you can't be a fucking like I don't know. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
like I would always get slammed on those Sundays. They would never like book like the right people. Always underestimate how many people are into wrestling.
It's
It's
way
like
more than you think.
It's every fucking
That's
body.
a
It's more popular now than ever.
Freaky
But
babes.
the amount I have been now that I kind of am outside of it, I can just watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
At a said restaurant and order water of my own.
Indeed.
It's like it's like
You
it's
wholesome
like-
motherfucker. I love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. As I order Uber from my table. skip it. It's like the amount I managed to retain from when I was a kid is kind of insane. I remember a lot, both from the New Gen and the Attitude Era.
I think it's like the Jerry Seinfeld joke where it's like part of men's brains are like superhero alternate identities. It was just like to a certain extent, like, yes, storylines from the way back when. May I smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, please.
Very nice.
Go do it. I'm
Can
gonna.
I steal your internet password? I might just check my fucking.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna take a short little break here, friends. I'm gonna go with you. I know I should stay here the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's commercial break.
It's a rewatch. Speaking of commercials. Speaking of commercials, friends, while we go out for a quick little dart there, bud. This episode is brought to you by Side Hustle Sandwiches. If you guys don't know Side Hustle, you really need to get down there. They have the best goddamn sandwiches in town, and I will say this, and I will go to battle for this. They have the best smash burger alive. So get your guys' asses down to 151 8th Ave. Tell them Ty sent you. All right, we'll be back for the third period, gang.
The fucking Eagles, man.
dude. It was great.
I'm into their. There's a podcast I've listened to a few of. They're total fucking dweeby nerds that get on my nerves. I think it's. Is it Chuck Klosterman? I don't think it's him. I like his books, but it's just like.
What is going on, folks? We're back.
Hey, hello.
We're talking tunes. We're talking the Eagles. If you didn't catch the last episode of Let's Talk Music, where JR sat down with me and we discussed the Eagles, we also discussed that it is ridiculously fun to hate the Eagles.
Yeah.
There is a certain, it's fun to shit on the Eagles. Ever since Lebowski, it's been super fun.
Yeah, somehow Lebowski really tapped in.
I mean, it's just such a great.
The same way that South Park pointed out like some pretentious.
Have you seen
YouTube
the vaccine episode yet? I have
No,
not.
I haven't
not. It's
seen
the
any
new
of the
special.
new season. Yeah. Is that like the opener? Like they did
No,
an
well,
hour long.
they did the one that was the pandemic special or whatever. And that was
Okay.
a while ago, I think.
Yeah.
And then this is like the new one. But yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet either.
I'm always amazed at
I've
the
been watching
brilliance.
Tales of the Tour Bus. That's all I've. Dude, it's so funny, man. It's like, okay, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah, oh hell yeah!
Because I love outlaw shit. Like, I definitely do. And I remember, like, we've played in bands together and, like, always just, even when I was in other bands, we've known each other musically for so long.
Yeah.
And your obsession with George Jones is,
Yeah.
like, I got it, but, like, I didn't, because I was so focused on just outlaw dudes, I was just, like, I never put him in that category because I was always, like, this softer
kinda-
country. And did you see how this life that this motherfucker lived? It's like the crazy. Everybody gets shot. Everybody gets shot, dude. He just pulls out guns like it's in.
I like how he's like almost like clinically retarded savant of singing. You're like, I am a extremely complicated fuck up in every aspect of life. But if you get me to sing a song, I can sing a song so convincingly, so beautifully that everybody will just be like, "This guy is." It's like watching Amadeus.
Him and Tammy, dude, her whole fucking story. Like, oh man, the interviews with her sisters are just like
Oh
the
my
best.
God.
They are hilarious.
I love old time country people, just like old, like 75-year-old, like
it's the best.
religious, reflecting on wild childness. Yeah, well,
Oh, I gotta get
you could say Tammy really liked. She really liked the men. You know, just like all the stories about just doing the hair and stuff, and just like that. George Jones is so good at singing. His ex-wife, who he made his life a living hell, she's still like, I'm still gonna take him on tour. He's the best country singer of all time.
Yeah, I still love him.
Just watching him performing when you can see he's fucking lit beyond lit.
Oh,
but
my
always kills it. Like
He's one of those, I call it the Van Morrison syndrome of just like you could be incredibly shit-faced and still pull it off.
Doesn't
And
affect,
does not affect you.
does not affect him at all. Like
You see
one
that shit like
iota.
Monterey, I think it is, and like Van Morrison, like the band like warms up, like kind of does his intro number, make sure levels are all good.
Yeah.
And Van just comes fucking Mr. Magooing out
Low
of stage.
kicking.
Just fucking like he looks it's like Weekend at Bernie's. It's like
Yes.
like prop his ass
He
up.
looks like a doppelganger, like
Yeah.
he's just been filled with like a shot of pure adrenaline and is just like a marionette that's somehow still pulling it off. Yeah, I can't believe he's not hitting his face on the mic
Yeah.
because he's so
Oh my god, it's
dangly. But
fucking wild. But kills it. And it's like, and it rips guitar solos and shit, and like
Yeah.
everything. It's insane.
fucking Georgie Jones though,
But
that just like that
I-
low
but
key
the level of respect. Every episode
I
I watched over that because I rewatched like all the clips and shit because it's so good. The way Mike Judge is a fucking genius. Anything he's done, I've been a fan of. Like, what has he done that I haven't been?
One
like,
of the best things about it that I was kind of like you know, I already know my shit, so some things
Right.
I'm just like, this well, it's not gonna be too much new for me. But when you do that format of making all the documentary and cartoon, you can turn all of the memories into clips. Like, you're not necessarily going to have clips of James
titty
Brown
lamps?
drinking accents
Yeah,
and the titty
yeah.
lamp. But if everything's consistently drawn, you're kind of, it's like reading a graphic, not like you get to reflect on things in the same
for sure
context. So you're
and
just like,
really imagine it.
it took me forever to think about why. I'm like, why do I like? I know why I like this because it's the funk and it's Mike
Yeah.
Judge, but it was like that idea where you could, Because if you committed to documentary footage, you couldn't really do. You're not going to
Yeah.
sink into cartoon all of a sudden.
No.
But just and knowing, because you can see if you watch the Rick James one.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's just,
dude.
it's
I
like,
watched them all.
just like,
Fucking-
yeah. Just like, you better not talk to like me, motherfucker. What the fuck is he's talking about Morris Day? Like not shaking his
Yeah.
head. It was just like, you better not shake, but just so. I can't imagine how they do a third season though. Like, what do? You could do rap maybe.
Yeah, I think
like-
that's what I would kind of like. Do rap? I would do like you could do like house maybe in the '90s or some shit. I just can't imagine Mike Judge doing it necessarily.
But how the stories just aren't good enough.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
What's your crazy how like? You could probably do disco maybe. But
yeah,
it wouldn't
definitely
be-
do disco.
Yeah, but even then, it's not too debauched. You know, there's not any gun. Like all the funk ones is like
Most of the jazz dudes
heavy
are
on
dead.
drugs. You fucking jazz. Yeah, there you go. Jazz would be hard too, because like who
They're
do
all
you
fucking
interview?
dead,
Like you
There's some
can't.
great stories, but fucking the Betty Davis one was so good.
That was the most mind note, because that's I'm down with Betty Davis, but I didn't really know what her place is in the
Yeah.
canon or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fucking really good one. I think the Morris Day one was the funnest, just because it's just.
Dude, the amount of Morris Day I listened, the amount of fucking the time I listened to after that episode, like, I was doing the walk all fucking week.
The walk, there's
That's-
fuck, dude.
dude,
Yeah,
you know,
the
that's-
time is fucking unreal.
Oh
Like,
my god, so good.
There's an interview with Morris Day on Vlad.tv.
Yes,
and
so
I'm-
good.
Yeah, because
I love
the question
Vlad.
I always wanted to be just like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You're like two of the most successful songwriter producers
Ever.
of all time.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to be there in a band and be like, nah, you don't do anything. Like, what? Like, the most successful producers of the 90s are just supposed to like, hey, we brought you back for the reunion thing. It's just like, Prince won't let you do anything. You don't get to produce. You don't even get to play your own instruments. It's like, I don't understand
I don't
that.
understand
The psychology.
He must have just broke motherfuckers. Like the fact that Prince was able to do what he did is
He's
like,
got all the stroke. He's got all the money, right?
Oh
Like,
my
he's
god, dude.
I love his raging ego. Like, even in Prince books, like, he's the
Like,
baddest motherfucker alive. It
dude,
would be
yeah.
stories like he lets his girlfriend play drums for 20 minutes. Like, she's getting too good. I don't know. It's just like, somebody get her off those drums. It's like, I can't believe you're threatened by anybody. Like, he's so here, but his ego is still just like, no, you have to kill motherfuckers all the time. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all-star band. I'm going to shred everybody's
Solo.
face and then just
walk
leave.
off.
Everybody
Yeah.
else, like, hugs.
Were
Prince is
they
like, I'm
playing
outta here.
Why My Guitar Gently Weeps for that?
Oh, yeah. Which
Yeah.
is, like...
Yeah, then he
That
yeah.
blew my mind at the time, and has gone on to be like, there's a whole oral history article about like that time Prince showed up and played a guitar solo that nobody could believe what the fuck they're saying. They're just like
Unbelievable.
unbelievable. You're just like, you wouldn't have to know anything about music. You'd just be like, I don't know. I've never heard a song before, but this guy in the red suit with the shredding is on some other fucking level. No question about it. I still don't really accept that Prince is dead.
Oh.
He just seems alive at all times because there's so much Prince music. I'm still sifting through because he's so litigious that
good on this.
yeah, I'm virginally stoned.
Whoop whoop.
Pretty lit, but
Still waiting on this third period there, but classic NHL Network style of like, even the commercial breaks, they give the sound on, just goes silent. So it's just like the biggest fucking buzzkill.
oh really? They don't
Yeah.
even give you just pew. You don't get to hear hyper compressed, extremely loud commercials.
Yeah,
blast
I
out
want to
all
hear
the-
that.
I feel like chicken tonight. Like chicken tonight.
Punk rock version of fucking Shake and Bake.
It's due. Fuck. Somebody should. I could use some more money. I should join marketing campaigns. There's cynical ideas that will make a
Dude,
million.
I'm telling you,
dollars.
man, just writing funny little jingles for shit like that would be the best.
Dude,
I'd
I
be
would.
so
Dude,
down.
I'm a hook monster. It's just like if I could just stop at the hook, that's the
That's-
easiest
that's
thing in the
all
world.
it is,
The
for real.
15-second songs.
My homie Adam Jacobson, go check out his podcast. I think it's on Spotify. It's called Dick Jokes and Dinosaurs. And he's like, hey, I want you to do, he asked me to do the theme song for it. So I was like, all right. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, something like metal or what that. So yeah, it's super, Dick Jokes and Dinosaurs.
Fuck,
Oh, it's fucking
yeah.
fun. And it kind of reminded me of fucking, God damn it.
Getting your dick sucked in a fast
Yeah, that's
car.
right.
I recognize
Exact-
that in
yeah.
the studio setups. Like, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. I'm a big fan of music that makes me anything in cars, like the midnight drive or getting your dick sucked.
Car analogy, sex jams are where it's at. Something else. Eddie Cochran, Trampled Underfoot by Led Zeppelin. Maybe my favorite car analogy song. Open up your showroom fucking doors. I don't know. I kind of think he's maybe talking about
and then let alone the cars.
And let alone the cars. But theirs isn't so much an analogy to. I'm talking about those car fucking songs. I'm in love with my car. Something else.
Something else.
Jesus built my hot rod.
Would you put One Piece at a Time in that?
Is that a Johnny Cash
Yeah.
one? It's not called. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I
I
think
thought it had
so.
a different title when he keeps like jacking new parts for
That's
his,
the
for his
best,
ride. Yeah,
dude.
yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, what year is it? Well, it's a
Well,
49, 50, 51, 52.
One piece of attack. Oh,
So
sweet. That's a good.
Come on, Brendan Gallagher. Shoot the puck. La rondelle.
La Rondelle. I played guitar for 2 live shows for a band called the Randells, which was it was one of the craziest, extremely gifted songwriters and extremely eccentric personalities I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
Jordan Hossack from Calgary and Sean Lee, one of the most contentious frontmen
Sean Lee.
of all
The famous
time,
Sean Lee.
and Craig, a very stoic, committed communist. And me, and a really awesome drummer called Chris. Like, it was one of the best band dynamics ever for insanity, because you're like, Jordan is crazy, Sean is extremely hard to get along with in many ways. Craig is calm, communist, middle of the thing.
Calm communist.
I'm in like, oh man, I'm playing rhythm guitar in this band. I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth and just watch the show here. I got no opinions on
That's a
anything. What do
fun
you want me
place
to
to
do,
be,
people?
though.
Yeah, because I'm used to being frontman, so it's just playing like casual guitar. It's just like my biggest worry is like I don't know what to do with my face. Like,
Just in the words of Slapshot, make it look mean.
yeah. Odd raised eyebrows, catching eyes of people, but yeah, it all exploded on stage. We only played 2 shows as a live entity at the Astoria.
That's how it should go.
Yeah,
the Astoria.
Sean punched somebody in the face. Jordan spilled a whole beer over Sean's pedals. They had a fight of their own. I just kept wheedling away on the 12th fret, singular fretboard, waiting for everyone to.
You guys know what harmonics are?
Yeah. Maybe I'll just tune up here and turn all my pedals on and just tune my guitar and see what that sounds like as a solo.
Just jimmy them.
We tune because we care.
Yeah, we're having a little technical difficulties, baby.
I tune because I care.
But it's all just a love vibe. It's all just a love vibe. We're going down. Hey.
All right, who's talking about dick after the show?
All right. Him and Bootsy have what
same
Bill
voice,
Hicks would call the all-encompassing positive. Just like,
yeah, totally.
yeah, just like you can't picture Bootsy's voice complaining. It's just like, you're not gonna believe what happened to me at the grocery store today. Somebody stepped on my foot. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Bubba.
hey, mama, oh, I don't mind you getting too close to me, baby.
Oh, don't be stepping on my
But
Susans
you get my
now.
toes are bruised.
Don't be stepping on Boots' boots now.
Not on Bootsy's toes.
Jesus.
I do
Just
like the
getting-
Carey Price pads though.
Well,
Streamlined
there's
design.
old pads. They're not his new one. Like the new ones are like all red, like red out.
Do you think this is like a gesture? He was playing poorly, so he's just like time for a little
Well, like I said,
superstitious.
I don't think he's won in those. Well, he's definitely won in those pads, but not doing great in those.
Right, right.
I don't think it's a single shutout this season. I mean,
What is a shutout average? I would think a goalie's average maybe like 3 a season is a lot.
I don't know. I just
right?
think that he's like Superman. So it's like
Right,
because he's got
right,
this
right,
like
right.
long hair right now, and at the beginning of the season, I was like, all right, he's getting like hockey hair. This is dope.
Yeah.
Turns out he's just lazy. Turns out he just doesn't.
You
give
were
a
hoping
fuck.
it was gonna be some iconic classic long hair thing. It's like,
Yeah, I'm
turns
like,
out
oh
he's
shit, because
lazy.
he's like 30, whatever. I'm like, did he go out and buy a Corvette? Like, is it like an early midlife kind of deal? Let's go.
Is he only 30 now? Shit.
No, he's like 33, 34.
All right,
I mean,
yeah, that sounds
maybe,
about
I
right.
don't know. Something like that. He's in his 30s, I know that. Which is, I don't know, ancient, I think, for a professional athlete. Although hockey players tend to be able to play a little bit longer.
Goalies especially, you have to do a lot of dropping to your knees. I
Well,
guess, but,
speaking
like,
from Calgary, fucking Kippersoff, what, he's like 58 smoking cigarettes.
oh, we get fucking smoking cigarettes like a motherfucker. Yeah,
on the bench.
He used to
Like
come in
Guy Lafleur.
Joey's. Like, yeah. He liked his Peruvian
any
marching
famous-
powder and his cigarettes
Of
and
course.
his Joey's girls. I've seen it with my own
So,
eyes.
any famous hockey stories from working at Joey's in Calgary? Any?
Oh yeah, well, fucking.
Because my brother works at the Roxy, so it's like he's got
Yeah.
tons of Canuck stories, and it's like, yeah, hockey players are
2005
greasy.
run.
Tripping.
Kippersoff loves to party. Dion Phaneuf loves to party. Bit of an asshole is what I'm told, which is disappointing. You think with that goof, like I like to see an ugly as fuck guy doing.
I
good
love a
in life.
goofy goon, like
Yeah.
a Paul Bissonnette. I love Paul Bissonnette.
Yeah, he's not that big, so I want to like Dion Phaneuf, and I did like him when he played on the Flames. He could fucking bang.
Oh my god,
But
he could bang.
he was
bro.
a bit of a dick. He loved to party. Kippersoff was low key loved to party. I guess people are just more amazed when it's some Russians, some like European stoicism. You know, and you just like don't think of them as rowdy. It was just like
Yeah.
this. I just imagine Kippersoff doing blow,
then
and
he
he
put
still
on-
doesn't talk, and he's just there like with his crazy eyes, just sitting there in a corner, like in a roped off section of cowboys.
That's not like a roped off section of cowboy.
Yeah, a good friend of mine.
See, where's the fucking? Look at this. Just
your
running
clown
into each other,
shooting?
running into each other. Oh boy, that's gonna
He
be on the
looks
highlights.
sad.
Yeah, but you know why? 'Cause it's gonna be on the highlight fucking reel. We're just running into each other now at
Oh,
the
yeah.
opponent's zone.
You're gonna be seeing that fucking on Sports Center for the rest of the week for sure.
Awesome, dude.
It's the Orange Julius smoothie of the day.
Oh, this one
Bit of
coming
a
in.
miscommunication by the home team net
Ooh,
here.
whoopsies. Whoa, whoa.
And it's yo Pepe Le Pew fails again. Like I'm hoping sportscasters throw a few little digs.
Oh, get it. How did that not go in?
Because destiny is not on your side. Your
No, it is
squad,
not.
your squad
Get it.
is
Tip
odd,
that in, tip
and
it
your
in.
crew is
Get
through.
it.
No. Is that who's the stick
Oh.
misser? I was never interested in playing minor hockey. It was just like there's a brief window where let your stick go, but 9 out of 10 times you probably should just pick up your stick and like spend the 2 seconds.
Well, there's like I think there's new rules now within that stick dropping shit.
Oh really?
I know there is with a helmet. Like if your get it.
Well, how often does that happen? I never see
The helmet?
pop off it. Is that a thing?
Well, not now because everyone's like actually like tightening them up.
All
But
right.
it was like you need to stop immediately what you were doing
Oh really?
to pick it up. Otherwise, you get a penalty.
Well,
And
I could
it's
see
like
that for the helmet, but for the sticks, I'm like, and I mean even the throwing the stick, but he lost his stick. I just mean from a practical level, you're like, oh, I can do more. It's not worth getting out of the way. I'll try and defend
Right.
without. But I'm kind of from a practical level that often does not make any sense.
You
Like,
know, these
without
are
your stick-
decisions you got to fucking make out there, bud.
Yeah.
You know, it's got check time. All lines are
Yeah.
fired, and you know it's time to
So
fucking go.
I don't know what the training is on this.
Patine.
This is never addressed in any of my minor hockeying.
Look at
They're
that.
making a grill
No
event.
one's defending your goal. There they go. Just
Also, there
finally-
doesn't seem to be any. Is Lucic not playing tonight? Because I haven't seen him, and the fight we've been waiting for hasn't happened either.
maybe he got suspended. I don't know.
Lucic is a hard name.
Yes.
Hard name for a hard man.
Hard name.
I feel very red-faced right now. Am I getting sunburned? Is it actually
No, it
getting
might just
warm
be the
enough for me?
camera. I don't know. Maybe I did the
No,
color
I mean just
correction.
compared to you. No. I
Oh.
look fine, but I'm just like it has been actually sunny the last few days.
It has
It's
been.
Usually,
Where you
I'm
at?
like,
I mean, you're outside walking dogs. And shit.
exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
you got
I'm
a little
just-
fucking glow to you.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It kind of comes in very, very subtly, but this seems to be the transitional week where Vancouver summer is showing itself, so we can all feel good from the.
Yeah, and then another
Would-be
snow
seasonal
dump will
inspector.
still happen in like
I
later
would
March.
I'm fine with a snow dump. Much better than the rain for a dog walking ass motherfucker in an atmosphere. You don't
Yeah.
get wet, so
Yeah,
fine
that's
by
fair
me.
enough. Yeah, I don't have that. Although I should say this, in my office the other day, there's like this big window that looks out into the showroom, and I was just like, whatever, sitting there typing away, and all of a sudden it's like, pop, and I fucking look up, and the whole window, it's like a tapered glass or whatever like that. The whole
Yeah.
fucking thing's like,
Really?
and like fucking like it just doesn't stop crackling, and like I don't know if this thing's gonna fall or like,
Yeah,
what. And I
yeah.
was like, holy shit! Yeah, dude, fucking gnarly. And then so it stayed up, but it was all like fucking
yeah.
whatever. So I get home like kind of like whatever, knock it out the next day. And I'm just in my office. He's like, he's like, oh, class. I was like, hey, Obi, hey, let's talk about this.
A little fucking.
Let's have a little
Buy
discussion.
me dinner first. Jesus.
Let's have a little discussion here.
Oh, look at this. We're getting a Sutter retrospective.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. Young Sutter. Always with the same chin, though.
Yeah, it's fucking fun. Like, there's.
Can always
It's
see him
hard to think of
chirping.
what there's not really a look of a Canadian archetype because we're a extremely multicultural country, but there's kind of an Ontario hockey look.
And-
Sort of. I'm just like, I look at Daryl
that's
Sutter,
it.
and he's one of the few people I could be like, that guy looks Canadian to me. He looks like a Canadian
Yeah.
bone structure. I don't even know what that would be, but if it exists, it's
Little bit
somewhere
of
in
hard
the Sutter
boozing.
family.
Little bit of hard boozing for the nose.
Yeah, totally. A little bit like I don't know if the hillbilly big ears is crucial necessarily, but Bob
It ain't
Probert's
hurting.
got a bit of the same. Bob Probert looks
Yeah.
Canadian as fuck. Like there's a thing. I'm trying to. We're the baby country, so is there an archetype that isn't French Canadian? You
It's
know
in
what I
Pepe
mean?
Le Pew.
Yeah. Pepe. Sutter, you are COVID safe. We love you in the YYC. Fuck, I'm just not as good at fake French accent as you are, and I feel
It's not mine. Ain't fake.
I know.
I'm just quoting my uncle.
I used to be good when I was at French immersion. It was easy enough to
Your
do.
French is good though.
My French is good, but
Yeah.
I feel I'm getting shittier at doing the accent itself. I was
But not when you speak it.
No, but I mean when I try and do like a good
Right,
French
right, yeah, just
accent, I'm
goof
just
it
like
up,
I'm
yeah.
somehow I've fallen off, like, and I'm not too happy about it.
I mean, listening to shit in French has definitely like helped. I've made an effort in the last year or so to fucking not longer than that to like try to pick it back up. Like Spanish kind of fucked my French up.
It really does, right?
Yeah.
Like you think it would boost you up, but you
It
just get
doesn't.
confused
It
about
does.
the details
Yeah, it
because
does.
like there's no mastery of either. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a.
But as far as the shitty accent goes, it's like just listen to the commentary. It's hilarious. Hey, regarde ça, Weber.
Hard
Yeah.
English consonants
J'aime
jumping
ça.
out.
J'aime ça le Nick Suzuki.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah,
so.
Yeah.
I was asking
C'est-
my French
c'est
friend
cool, c'est
Mika. That's like there is no French word for cool.
It's
It's
cool.
just cool. Like
Yeah.
I think the America invented cool in like the 50s. Like the concept didn't even exist. So
Yeah.
it's just like it's kind of there's no etymology for anywhere else in the wide world. It's like you don't read like a book 100 years old. Nobody's described as cool, and there isn't even a word for cool. It's like one of the most important newest words, and I think it was invented in the United States. And I was trying to be like, yeah, Malinka, I've asked my Spanish friends, I'm like, is there a Spanish word for cool? It's like, no, it's cool. Like it's still cool in every
Yeah.
language, I think. Like
There's definitely like words, but not. Yeah, it's
Well,
cool.
like,
Cool
what-
is
but
cool.
they would
Cool
be
is pretty
more
like across.
specific. It would be like
Yeah, exactly.
stylish
That's
or
that's the
rad,
thing. You're
like,
right. It
yeah,
would be more specific.
specifically that cool, which suggests like, oh, they're relaxed, but there's also some leather jacket
right.
connotation of some kind, whether the leather jacket
Little
is
bit of
present or not.
Fonzie for you.
Yeah, totally.
Put it in a net.
Yeah. Fuck. You're getting stuffed. I'm not very like.
I am getting stuff, but it's 3-1
Man.
and the over is 5.5, so I can still allow one more goal in. It's not 2 more goals.
I'm not very pleased with like if I was doing pads and I was the goalie, you'd want something strong, flash. This is nothing, kind of. Like it's just a benign design. Like nothing.
Oh, you
Like
would
the
like
late-
a little more, maybe some
Cra-
sparkle.
Anything a cool image when you put them together, it makes a thing. Like
Oh, like a Mad Magazine sort of situation. Okay.
yes, that's
Okay.
exactly what I'm talking about.
What would your pads be? Like just a face, just the dudes. What's the Mad Magazine guy's name?
Alfred E. Newman.
It is episode. It just made his face.
Just some like skull zombified or like depending what team you're on or Alfred E. Newman on fire and it makes his face when you're
I bet you a goaltender's had Alfred E. Newman mask for sure.
I would
Some-
fucking love to believe that's true. I hope
Did you
so.
see Carey? He's not wearing it tonight, but his helmet for this year is fucking sick. Carey Price's.
No.
It's like this biotech fucking one. So it's like all like his brain and shit, but there's all like this like
crazy.
animatronic
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
happening. Like I
Like
don't know.
it's Akira vibes, maybe to a
It's
certain
very
extent.
very dope. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking rad. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why people. I feel the same way about band names. I'm just like,
We're back to it.
when people just have like the laziest kind of like Broken Islands. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You should be called like the, I don't know, Raspberry Crunch Surprise or the Face Fuckers or something. Like, have some respect for yourself. That wasn't a diss on that band. I don't even remember which band it is. I don't know the difference
Or the fucktards. Have some respect for yourself.
Yeah, it's just like, if I can't remember which of these 5 island bands are which, it was
that's
just like,
fucking gold.
that's why Sun Ra is one of the best things in jazz. Because all things the same, you're like, yo, this guy's from Saturn. So there's something to conceit to hold on to.
Well, that just goes back to the whole. I love how this entire thing has just been a music podcast because I knew this was going to be a thing. Like hockey, the Habs are getting smoked, guys. So that's what's going on here. I was talking with Jay about this when we did the Daft Punk episode. My fascination with bands that are from outer space that have come down here specifically to make us dance is the greatest thing.
Yes.
It has been a common
wildly
theme.
consistent as awesome. All of these outer space bands as well, like P-Funk, Daft Punk, and Sun Ra. I'd watch that bill every week for my entire life.
Yeah,
forever. Like,
dude.
if I was on
a broken island, I would watch that.
Ba-boom.
Hey,
Very good.
hey,
Very good.
It's called a
Yeah.
callback. Hey.
Hey, Chicago, what we're doing out here? Can I get to the palm trees? So I swim across the ocean, get wet. Good God.
Hey, these
Hey.
goddamn Habs can't play hockey over here.
Well,
Look at this Pepe over here.
Well, I'm thinking of Tales of the Tour Bus. I just have to point out how much I liked when they were pointing out the funk one, and it was James Brown's bouncing head.
And the way the guy who was a tour manager for James Brown and then followed Bootsy and some of that to the P-Funk and shit, the way he talks about the one being passed from James Brown through Bootsy
Yeah.
to George, yeah, that's the
Chicken
greatest.
feet, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's just, I do love the one, but there's something about
George,
the...
I don't know what the fuck the one is.
That voice, man. Him and Steve-O have like the same voice. Like, what the fuck happened to your fucking...
And Miles did too.
Oh, yeah, he does. I love it. Oh, dude, I gotta send you... they released a 60-track version of Purple Rain 6 months ago. Fucking mind-blowing. There's some shit I've never heard. Or, sorry, not Purple Rain, Sign of the Times. There's an expanded Purple Rain, too. But they released the Miles Davis Prince compilation on it. It was fucking wild.
I bet it was fucking gnarly.
It's super shreddy. It's mostly Prince shredding, which is fucking strange.
That's
I can't remember
better.
what it's called.
Well,
but-
yeah, that's so funny. That's how much, you know what I mean? That's Prince, dude. He'll be like, no, Miles, I'm shredding more on this than you
Yes,
are."
exactly. He's a, but,
Do you
dude,
understand what that means?
I read his fucking book, and even his his bandmates
I don't know how he did it.
were always being just like, when Miles Davis played with them live, he tried to fuck with them. He's like, the whole band knows like Prince signals that only the band knows, and Prince is trying to fuck with Miles to be like, I want to make this guy look like a fool, so everybody knows that. Like, it's
Yeah,
like, that's
dude.
basically his fucking
Gee.
mentality all the time. He's like,
Get
shit, man.
it.
Yo, the goaltending is fucking pretty slick for the YYC brethren here. This guy's stuffing you. Like, they've been playing well for this entire period. Like,
This period, yeah, but not the game. Too bad it's only one period, only alpha, one period out of.
this.
It's just like the thing
Well,
I put
that-
in my coffee in the morning. Af and af.
Do you drink coffee? I don't remember you ever being a coffee drinker.
I do during the week, like before work. I get like a
Alright.
latte like every morning.
Okay, yeah.
But
yeah.
like, I try not because I very quickly am like, coffee, and
Extremely-
then fuck it, yeah, and then I'm like, that's all, like, and then I need like 4 espressos. Or
Right,
whatever
okay,
to fucking
yeah,
get my
yeah.
day
We and our
started.
addictive personalities, yeah.
Cal surprise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, same with like I'll do one like hurting ass coffee in the morning, and I'm pretty keyed up. But if I have a second, then I kind of want coffee the rest of the day because I'm on those like.
Oh, the second's the deadly one. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So no, what I do now is like, so I have like my latte in the morning, and then I just have hot water with lemon for the rest of the day because it's still something warm. And honestly, it's the best fucking tea there is. Everyone tries all these goddamn tea flavors. I'm like, fuck off. Just give me a lemon wedge.
Yeah, I hear you.
Put it in.
Yeah.
Fuck around.
There's
I don't
a
care
simple
if I'm
beauty,
like
just
sound like an
hot
old
water
Chinese
burning you
woman.
out. Yeah.
I
fuck
get
that,
what
no,
they
no.
mean, dude. There's a reason.
All proper as hell. Hell no. There's no
I feel
shame
like
in
it
the
flushes
game.
through
There's
me
no
real
shame in
well.
the
Like
game
I
there at
pee a
all.
lot.
Yeah.
It's good to go, bud.
Yeah, very straightforward. I like a little bit of hot sauce in my tea and lemon when I do that sometimes. Or some, like,
you
heinous.
fucking would. I
Yeah.
thought you would put like a sweet chili fucking Dorito in there.
Oh,
And let that melt.
speaking of the chip game, finally, you know how much I like my chips, and
I
I
do.
wait a long time for new chips to come out. And I swear to God, my aunt's friend used to date Cassie Campbell back in the day.
Really?
She's been to my house for dinner.
Really? How was that?
It was awesome.
Did she eat the whole meal?
But she did. I remember she had gorgeous gams in my prepubescent ways. I was
Like kind of like
I
a
was
little
crushing.
thicker lady gams.
Yes.
Yeah,
no, she
lady
just looked
gams.
great. I'm just like, yeah.
Lady gams.
Yeah, she looked fantastic.
Them Turners, bro. Them Turners.
Absolutely, fucking melon crushers.
Them melon crushers.
That's my brand.
The Thizers.
I don't need these
Jazzerthizers.
cartwheeling Dutch boy girls shaped like you.
Exactly. John, no.
John.
I would like to rattle bones with you.
Do you have? Actually, I'm fucking.
Yeah, okay.
Sona's all balls. So let's have a look here.
Well, we got about
Calgary
8
is
minutes
still
left,
peppering your boys, but
What are the shots? Because I cannot read.
32 Calgary, 23 Montreal.
It's not a good voice. Although they have been playing a lot
They
better.
had like
Yeah, they've been
11
playing
for the like,
for the entire
period.
jeu.
Yeah.
For tout jeu. They've been playing better in this period, but I think it's a little too. Oh, never mind.
Oh, greasy! Come on, boys.
Get it, Carey
Finish it
Price.
off.
Hug out ça, Carey Price, hein? Avec les cheveux longs.
Is it spiraling out of the back of his helmet?
It should be, yeah. I believe so. It's like not even like it's like a nice curl up.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't done the.
Look at this. Oh, he watched the puck so well.
He dangled too far, and he
Oh.
never even actually shot. It was just like you can dangle all day,
Oh,
but if
look
you
at
don't
that
actually
little
shoot,
fucking.
seemed legit.
No, yeah, it didn't. It seemed like a cross check to the back. Typical
Morgan
Calgary
Van
move.
A's cross-check
Typical
the
Calgary move.
fucking
Ah,
back.
seems about right.
That's a good. That's like a good international Canadian litmus test. What does this phrase mean? Cross-check to the back. If somebody was lying to you for some incredibly
No, people do
implausible
that.
reason.
They do that. It's called traveling. This is when you're traveling.
Yeah.
'Cause it's fun to lie.
Yeah.
But someone said they're Canadian. You'd be like, yeah, what's a fucking cross check to the back?
Yeah. Tell me what that phrase is. Explain.
What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Yeah.
If it's 2 minutes in the box,
Yeah.
you are correct.
If it's 2 minutes in the box, or it's even a hockey reference, I like the idea of somebody being like, "It's a Belgian pancake with a grill style cut." Like,
Cross check to the back. Yeah.
I don't know what implausible scenario would have somebody in a desperate life or death scenario of lying about being Canadian.
It sounds like a stitching.
But yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. It would be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
waffle.
How is that
fries or whatever
tailored?
they
Well, it's
call
got a cross check to the back.
Very good.
Oh, yes, that cross check stitching. Okay, boys.
I don't know what you're cheering on
Oh.
here. So, how many games are in this season? I know it's truncated.
56, okay, I think there's 56.
56, c'est bon, compared to the usual.
105. No,
Okay.
no. It's like 80 something, maybe 70 something. I don't really know.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
That's the thing, man. Is like I can't fucking. There's so many and there's so much shit to like follow with all that. I literally just watched the Habs lose. And I'm
No,
good,
yeah,
and I'm,
fucking
like,
fair
good.
fucks. Like I don't even know. You never consider how long the season is.
This has been
anyway.
great though, man. I appreciate you coming on. This has been super fun. I knew
Oh,
I
fuck
knew
yeah.
like we would pass the time, not a problem.
A lot of spiraling tendrils of sports, video games, women,
And
and
music.
Prince, and music.
Yeah.
So
like a Prince and music are put in a different category.
they should be put in
Yeah.
music. Right? There's fucking.
There's Prince and
There's
then
a
there's
weird
music.
cloud that only Stevie Wonder, Prince, and maybe to a certain extent Rivers Cuomo live on, and everybody
Oh.
else is just
Oh.
I read when Prince died, Paul Westerberg, who's from Minnesota, I don't know if you fuck with the Replacements or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was
dude.
He was like, yeah, we'd see Prince and all that. It was kind of different scenes. It was like best Prince story. He's just like sitting there with this dude. Like they go watch Prince soundcheck, and he's like, he's a guitar player in an extremely popular band, and the guy just turns to Paul Westerberg. He's like, I'm embarrassed to be alive. This guy's on a different fucking planet. Like, I'm supposed to be a musician or whatever. Look at this dude. How am I a musician compared to this?
I don't have any crushed velvet.
Yeah, he's just there doing a
Let alone
4-hour
that
sound
much.
check, doing a handstand, playing one-handed tapping guitar solo, singing in falsetto, fucking doing a cartwheel and making out. It's just like, I'm a joke. Like,
Yeah.
we're all jokes
Who
compared
am
to
I?
Prince. Yeah.
about right.
Why am I doing this? I really wish they'd gussy up their look, Montreal.
Just yeah.
Now
Think
that
it's
the
a little
Nordiques
sloppy?
don't exist, a fleur-de-lis is up for the fucking grabs. Although I have to, was there a rivalry for the Nordiques and the Canadians?
Yeah,
I don't. Was it intense?
I don't. It's tough because I was like we were alive, but it wasn't really.
Yeah,
our
I don't
den.
remember there being a particular amount of animus, and like my first memories are the Nordiques becoming the Avalanche.
Did you see the Avalanche's New jerseys? They're
No.
retro, so it's like it's the Avalanche color, like the maroon, but
Yeah.
it's the Nordique fucking symbol.
Oh no
Pretty
way,
sick. Probably my favorite out of the fucking league. That for
dude!
November, yeah.
You should have that jersey.
It's pretty sick. A Sakic one.
Yes, or an Adam Deadmarsh, perhaps.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Spicy.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Okay,
I
hold on.
like
Did you
that.
finish telling me about your chip game? What?
Oh yeah, so I was at the store today.
What
Kettle
store?
Chips, the Triangle Market on Kingsway. There's a new kettle chip that's spicy dill pickle. There's a hot salt and vinegar out from Old Dutch.
Ooh.
Doritos super hot chips that show up twice a year returned also on this day. And I think that's it. But it was like, I'm very attenuated to new chips because I'm always walking
You're
to
always
these convenience
yeah.
stores.
And have you been to Dankmart?
Oh my God, my friend Z was telling me about this.
You
It's
probably
like
need
the
to get there.
rare candies
Yeah.
and stuff.
And
Where is
rare
it?
candies and sneakers. They have like $1,000
You're
sneakers.
joking.
It's like they have like Yeezys and shit on the wall. It makes the store makes no fucking sense. I tried to get a job there actually. I was like, this store is so.
I'm
ridiculous.
like, I just let me work
I
for
have
you.
to work here. Yeah,
Just-
just let me work for you. And like,
You should
all
do a
kind of
comedy
shit.
show there.
I know.
Weird venue comedy shows.
That's
is-
what's up.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
what's up.
because of this, dude. Okay, I've heard about this. So is it like
It's like Maine and fucking 40.
it's like on your parallel
yeah,
here? On
it's
the,
like literally 47th
oh,
in
man.
Maine.
Yeah,
Walk.
yeah. Okay,
It's
I
a
love
great
it.
spot. And they're open to like 11. It's hilarious.
Have you
There's
been
a little
to-
velvet rope outside. Like it's like a club, dude.
No
yeah,
way.
dude. It's fucking so funny.
I'm so
they're-
charmed
yeah,
by that.
yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I know they got some hot chips in there for sure. I
Dude,
walk
yeah.
by them, yeah. But I got into like their Fago game is super strong, and I'm getting but the dollar store's Fago game.
I've
is
been
super
buying
strong.
some Fagos as a joke.
Dude,
It's really good.
the exact same reason.
I'm trying to.
buy-
I was like buying the jokiest one, like cotton candy.
Yeah,
This is
dude.
gonna be whack as hell.
It
I'm
ain't.
like,
It's
it's
delicious.
really fucking good.
It's
I haven't
like
even been in
blueberries.
contact with them.
I
Oh.
originally that's why I started buying Fago too, because I was like, oh my god, there's so much Fago over here. And then my friend Tanner McCool, he sponsors. He builds like Game Boys and shit. If you want like a custom made,
beauty.
it's fucking nuts. He's super good. He sponsors the gaming podcast. I use a picture of him on the shitter. It's pretty good.
Fuck
He's
yeah.
the bomb. So fucking oh Jesus Christ, I don't even know what we're fucking going off about here.
We're talking fucking Dankmart.
Dangmar, so he's a big so he kind of turned me on to that, and then the dollar store up here is super good for Fago as well. He orders like weird ass sodas from Japan and shit. he's like balls deep.
Super next level shit. Sashimi wasabi.
Yeah, like Prince is on next level.
This is it. All right, yeah. I like where your
There's
head's
soda
at.
and then there's Tanner McCool, bro. No, it's like he turned me onto it, dude. And like originally it was just a gag. Like it's hilarious to buy Faygo.
It's fucking super good. Like,
but when 2 liters of crazy ass Faygo is like $1.25 only at fucking Dollarama, I'm like, this is the
I
shit.
gotta start cracking like the cock. It's just like there's a new
The
fun
root beer's
cocktail
good?
to be made. That's some weird one of their. There's
100%.
so many weird. There's like a pineapple apple.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before in my
I
life.
bought a pineapple Pepsi at Dankmart. Delicious.
Whoa,
Delicious.
Whoa.
Delicious.
All right.
Unreal.
All right.
I've had a couple
All
good
right.
fucking sodas. The Faygo, the best Faygo is called Arctic Sun. They have it. They have it at Dankmart. It's like 7-Up on fucking.
That is so
crack.
intense. Arctic Sun.
Bro.
Wow.
And the label is so fire. It's so good. It's such a good label, dude. Straight.
I'm
90s
totally
shit.
blown away. It's just like it was like saying the term bro, where it was just be like, yeah, bro, but then it just became a thing because it was making fun of brodom. It was like, I thought I was going in for a fucking little cheeky dig at the ICP by trying their disgusting pop.
Turns out it's delicious pop.
I have a
Where
lot of
was it
respect
been my whole life?
the ICP because they are so ubiquitously hated. It's kind of the most punk rock thing in the world to be in down with the ICP because it's respected by no one ever, and I respect that. It's like everybody's musical opinions, but it's just like critically panned, commercially not that successful, devoted following. So I don't know. I have some. I don't know if it's tongue in cheek love for the ICP, but I'll fucking tell you, their pop is winning me over, and I'm ready to be a jug. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
I cannot believe how bad this team is playing.
I'm not surprised.
This whole game, and that's
This should
again,
actually help me for my over-under now that you're pulling the goalie.
still went 4-1, so it doesn't matter.
What?
It's 5.5, so you got to get. There needs to be 6 points on the board for you to win.
I have to admit, I didn't understand the over-under too much one way or another, but it's irrelevant in the thralls and ebullience of the victory itself.
Shut your pretty face.
Yeah, I refuse. These fucking French surrender monkeys have disgraced themselves and the culture again for the umpteenth time. Lucci kicked the shit out of your tough man last game, and
Our
now
guy broke his hand. He
Boo!
broke his hand.
Yeah, don't fucking fuck with the tiger and get bit. Like, yeah, have a seat. Don't fuck with the Calgary Flames. Wrong side of the tracks, Alberta,
The
motherfuckers.
dirtiest fucking team. You
You
might as well have
prancing-
Ogie Oglethorpe might as well be playing for your fucking team. That's why.
You motherfuckers. If
Ogie.
you did more in your training to not have sissy boy slap fights with croissants in rivulated
That's
John
the nice-
Cassavetes black and white French mime tops, then perhaps you wouldn't be getting your show run
Look at
from
Sutter.
pillar to fucking post. That is a man. That's what a man looks like.
It's hard to judge that because or go back and forth with you on that because our coach name is Dominique.
Dominique.
Tough. It's tough. It's tough to go back with.
C'est pas un homme. C'est pas un homme,
Brad
Dominique. We got the Brad Bridge.
Oh, the old oily boys are going to be playing the Canucks next on this. Justin Nichols. I hope you get fucking smoked.
Who? The
Speaking
Oilers?
of which,
Yeah.
No. I hope the Oilers win against the Canucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah.
didn't know where your allegiance lied between the
Yeah,
two.
no, yeah.
You
I'm
got
definitely
you defer to Oilers over the Canucks.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, the next game is going to be March 19th. The next watch along is going to be March 19th, and I have Mr. John Gagnon actually.
Gagnon,
But he is a
c'est notre
Canucks-
francophone.
He's
oui.
a Canucks fan. He's like a extremely hilarious comedian, engineer, I think. So he's super good with numbers. It'll definitely be a little more like me trying to keep up with numbers. Fucking
Renaissance man.
watch, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Rather than psychedelic.
I'm all heart, man. I just watch the Habs and they lose and whatever. But if I still win this,
You're all heart. You're all skin and bone and fucking loser ass teams over here, buddy. I think I'm. It's hard to talk trash in a drubbing.
It's 3-1. I'd calm down from the drubbing.
36 to 23, 3-1. Carey Price's pads are looking fucking whack. There's probably an empty net goal to be had here, I would assume. But I want to like the Canadians. I was ridiculed as a French faggot often as a child
Oh.
because I went to French
F
immersion
squared.
school. So with the belagged people, I'm like, fuck that. I like to wear some Frenchness on my sleeve for these reasons and
Right.
represent both the homosexual community and the French community.
Yes.
So there's a bit of a disconnect here, having to really enthusiastically boo the Canadians because I do truly love them in my heart. They are Canada's team, sort of to me. It's them or
More
the
so than the
Flames.
fucking Leafs. More so than the fucking Leafs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Leafs are loathed in
Yeah,
every
and-
town.
yeah, exact- yeah.
There's no tepid opinions about the Leafs other
But
than
the
about
people in
it.
Toronto don't think that. It's like they literally think that everyone loves them as much as they do. Like,
And
no,
their jerseys
they
are
don't.
whack as well. Yeah, yeah. We prefer the underdog scrappy French because I was considered a choice between the two.
Right.
I don't imagine people think the same way between the Calgary and Edmonton thing necessarily.
I think
but,
people just feel bad for Montreal at this point. Get it.
Hey!
Avec 1:50 left dans la troisième période, là.
This is also good for me.
It is good for you. Oh my God.
Because somebody is going to score, there's going to be an empty net goal
If
or
you-
otherwise. Obviously.
if you fucking hit this over,
There's no way that's not going to. Like, what are the odds they're not going to score an empty net goal? They're definitely going to pull their fucking goalie. Somebody is going to score.
Listen, sir. Listen here.
Woo!
This is horseshit. If I get to lose I'm gonna lose this.
I was
No, it's all
bamboozled.
good. It's all good. It's not gonna happen.
I don't know why you would think that. I'll fucking bet you again. that
No,
it is gonna
that's
happen.
not gonna happen. I'm cool with $10, bro. I have a YouTube show. Come swinging in here with your
So
fucking plaid pants, your goddamn fireball, and your Prince stories.
I distracted you and your team from your. Actually,
You really
from
did.
nothing. There is no particular dynasty
fucking
even
guy.
here anymore. You're an original six team, but your accomplishments.
When was the last time the
have been-
Flames won the cup?
1988,
Exactly.
and it was fucking.
Yeah, and the fucking and the Habs won after that.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Okay. I was challenging with a challenging tone of voice. I'm just
Yeah,
like, it's
you
totally
did it. I was like,
plausibly
yeah, no,
true.
no,
There's
no.
no way for me to. That
Like,
sounds,
don't make me
that
question
sounds
that.
about right. That was Patrick Wazzer. I know he has Stanley Cup ring, so fuck. Well, somebody. Here we go. I mean, you can't. There's a minute. That was some heroics right there.
There was some heroics there. Okay. There's a minute 10 left
This
in
is
this.
a
If one more,
long time.
if
for it to make-
one more fucking goal, I'm gonna lose this bet. Oh no! No!
Boom!
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah.
Is this your first hockey
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah, out of bounds.
Somebody's taking a few concussions down on the fucking down on the AstroTurf here. Gary,
Oh,
Gary
what happened
Fetchman.
there?
They're
Nothing really.
the Canadians are showing great heart, which
And great skating. And great skating.
sloppy skill.
So far, they've
Great heart.
tripped over their own one foot and ran into each other.
That behind we can look.
Okay,
forward
on
to
that
about
1 minute left in this, I really need them to hang on to this.
You've lost to me every time we've bet on everything ever. And you.
What are you
continue
talking
to
about?
lose
That's
until
that's
time
a
immemorial.
bold lie.
No,
No,
it's
remember
not.
that time we played trivia and I won?
There's no fucking scenario you would ever beat me in trivia of anything. At any bar. Even a bar you worked at with the answers.
I didn't even like the best part is like I've definitely never won trivia, but I do remember.
Yes!
I don't remember reading you one. I would just say purposely wrong answers. It's probably when we lived together. We was like to piss each other off for some reasons.
For your own dark, sadistic designs. I didn't
if you
sign
would
up
not
for these
return-
games.
Return the same thing.
As
if
my brand of obnoxious is a little bit more subtle, but here we
La,
fucking go.
shut the fuck! Look what you're wearing, sir. What are you
Don't
talking?
talk shit when it's fucking
No.
goal time, motherfucker.
No.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my god, this is it. I need to hang on.
Boys,
I need to hang on here.
fucking
I need to hang on for 10 seconds. I need to hang on for 10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to hang on. Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is big.
This is quite sweet outcome for the
6.4
2
seconds
minutes
left.
Is a long time of empty net.
6.4 seconds
The
left.
Flyers aren't trying super hard to
One more
score.
goal
It's
happens.
Fun. They already have it.
One more goal happens. I do lose this. Lose this bet.
Where are they doing the face-off from?
I believe it's on.
the play in.
It's like on your end, just outside the blue line. I believe.
Ta-ta. Is that how we? Ta-ta.
Hey, Thomas, tata.
Thomas. Ta-ta.
Toma, oh, it's in your zone too. We need a big face-off win here, boys. We need Philip Dano. That's who I want winning a face-off.
I want some goalie goals. Goalie goals. Yeah.
Here we
There we go, baby. They're not trying to score.
Let's go! Even though we lost the game.
This is a Pyrrhic victory at best. I didn't factor in the heart of the Canadians and Calgary's total lack of need to actually score a goal, so nobody went for the big money shot. I would have loved to see a Hextall
that's what
moment.
happened. Okay.
Oh, what, you're going to talk shit now? Your team lost.
We did lose.
Yes,
we-
conclusively.
Just
In
like-
every metric.
Just like, yeah, it was not nearly as much an exciting game. But thank you so much for coming here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Conor Mack. As I said,
Happy to be here.
the next episode of Wrongtown Hockey is going to be on March 19th. I've got John Gagnon for that. It'll be versus the Canucks. So stay tuned for that. This episode was sponsored by Side Hustle Sandwiches. Get your asses down to 151 8th Avenue in Vancouver for the best goddamn sandwiches of your life. All right, that's it. We're leaving.
What's up?
Go Habs, go.
C'est bon.
Hey, Bo. Hey there, get the end the stream, lah.
That was fun as hell. Oh my god. You need to
Yeah, right.